Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be another episode of SNTR Gaming News talking about the new World Boar Farm and it's dead. I want to talk about why they did this, why they probably needed to do this, and that's going to be a segment I'm going to record in just a second. If you missed this broadcast, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell button. And this is an SNTR update. The new world leveling problems continue to drive players in the late game to find the best and most efficient XP farms. Sometimes this leads players to do things like farm a quickly spawning boss or head to a town where the boar spawn incredibly fast. Even if the payout is not amazing, it's easy, it's fast for people to do, and it quickly becomes a very popular spot as word spreads. I want to talk about why XP exploits aren't good for games like New World, why the devs care, and how New World is different. If you like these short gaming update videos, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss my content or my uploads. Check out SNTR Gaming where I live streamed this segment. Now, XP exploits aren't good, is what I want to start with. First and foremost, XP exploits are not good for players to engage with because they're not the way the game was designed to be enjoyed, and it tends to create contempt and burnout a lot quicker in the player. Familiarity breeds contempt. The more you do something over and over again, the quicker you're going to develop a dislike for it. Now, when you play a game in sort of an unnatural way like this, you're not enjoying it as it was designed. You're bypassing essentially everything they created, which has something to do with my second point. This typically means that the leveling in the game is either not enjoyable or it's not created in a way that incentivizes folks to naturally play. I'm going to do a second video or separate video about the leveling in New World and why I feel they're committing so many of the flaws and problems that so many other games commit, and it tends to drive players to do things like the Boar Farm. Lastly, players need to be protected from themselves, and even more, players need to be protected from other players. This type of XP exploit disrupts the player power economy on a server and in the game world when this happens, which is related to why do the devs care? A lot of people would say, why do they care? Just let people play however they want. Amazon has a vested interest in making sure players do not get burned out or find leveling routes that break their game because it's tied to two things. First, it's tied to the potential money they could be making from XP boosts, as well as future content that players may not buy if they get burned out by just hacking up Boar for too long. If you get burned out on the game, you're going to be less likely to buy future content. And they do have to consider when they start selling those XP boosts, if there's 18 different spots in the world that are more efficient than spending money because of exploits, that's going to hurt their microtransaction revenue. Secondly, they created a game that they marketed to PvP players, and this type of exploitation is tied to balance, player enjoyment, and longevity. If players feel like their only option to catch up or to stay ahead of the leveling curve because of the level scaling advantages, that is going to cause players to feel forced to play in this way, which would add even more insult to injury with the thing I talked about at the beginning of the video, with familiarity breeding contempt. You're going to get really annoyed if you feel you have to do this. Lastly, let's talk about how New World is different. The ongoing and present endgame focus is territory control. It's PvP, the 50 versus 50 wars, and leveling exploits play a huge role in the player perception and experience. Players putting in half the time but getting to max level because they found shortcuts isn't going to sit well with the community, even if they can't prove it. It's obvious that most of the max level 60 players right now in the game, they didn't get there without exploits. The number of hours it takes to get to max level naturally is just almost insurmountable for your average player, and it's highly doubtful that that many players put that kind of time in. People will tell me I'm underestimating the way people play MMOs, and that may be true, but at the same time, it's very likely a lot of these max level characters exploited their way there. This means losing is tainted with the sense of, yeah, well, they probably cheated, maybe they're one of the people that used XP exploits. At this problem, At this point, the problem is you've got reporting exploits as well to get people banned before the wars happen. Territory fights and the open world PvP, it might start to become the wrong kind of sore spot in the game. We already reported on the ban waves, and now we've got to consider when's the next XP exploit going to be discovered and what's it going to do to the end game. As always, if you enjoy these short video game updates, be sure to click subscribe and the bell button, and I'll see you in the next one. And I will see you right now, this morning, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome in, everybody, to the stream. I appreciate you guys supporting the New World coverage so much. I hope you're having a great morning. I got a piping hot cup of Frickmas Roast next to me. If you missed the announcements, the tweets, the Instagram, and everything else yesterday, the Frickmas Roast is here. The Frickmas Blend, I should say. Rageous Roast Frickmas Blend. It is here. You can order it right now. Use the coffee command. A bunch of people yesterday, a lot of people were ordering like one of every flavor. They would order a light, a dark, and a Frickmas. That 3-bag combo is a pretty good combo. All right? So get those orders in. We had a ton of orders yesterday. Smash that like button. Give us our first 100 likes. We talked about this yesterday because we were talking about the ban waves. And we got on this subject of XP exploits. And are they legitimate? And should you be allowed to do them? And, you know, should the devs mind their own business? And I thought it would make for a really good short opening segment. And also just in general, I think this is a good conversation as this game continues going on. You know, are we concerned that the PvP is going to pose a threat to the game's longevity, even at the same time being that it's sort of meant to be the game's longevity? The PvP is essentially meant to be how this game continues. And it also could potentially be one of the main reasons that people stop playing, with all of the different ways that you can farm XP, exploit XP, level your characters, and the territories, and the way that the map is shaking up on certain servers. Like on my server, for example, the map is probably never really going to change. What does that mean for the game's longevity? Is that going to drive players to play less? Is that going to drive players to feel as if that portion of the game just isn't worth engaging with? Because long term, that is meant to be what you're really engaging with. You're meant to be engaging with the PvP. You're meant to be engaging with those territory wars, and I'm worried that the scales are tipping too quickly and folks are just going to either... I mean, the server transfers haven't even happened yet. That's another element that could lead people to say, I'm just going to go to a server where my faction is doing well. You know, that could also play a role. Here daily, because just like Officer and a Gentleman, I've got nowhere else to go. Thank you, Diaz. What's good, Gritter? Good morning, everybody. George and Anthony. Good morning, Kat. Demetrius. Orphan Twin says, good morning. Okay, I'll stop. Lucas, Robert Jones, DBS Purge. Good to see everybody in chat. Melrose Mike, thank you guys for being here. Ashen and Old Soul. So many folks there. If you guys are here lurking, do your morning ritual. Say good morning in the chat and smack that like button. Give us that nice, strong jump start to the day. Yesterday's New World coverage was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed everybody's input on the exploits and the bans and everything else. Now, we're going to do a poll that we should have done yesterday. We should have done a poll that we should have done yesterday. I had a guy leave a very interesting comment, and I'm going to read you guys this comment here in just a second. New World reporting system, okay? Do you think it's exploitable? Okay, at the moment, Amazon says it's not. They say, no, we check every single one. People are not banned automatically. I'm going to read you a comment here in just a moment. New World reporting system, do you think it's exploitable? The people that are reporting the mass reports and things like that. Is that true, right? Is that true? Good morning, ADJC. Good morning has been sent. Like button has been successfully smitten. What's good, Manny? Good morning, CB4 Omega. Good morning, very dark blue. Zintho says work and lurk. Gail says just look at WoW. Even balancing two factions is impossible. Each server is 90 Horde or 90 Alliance. Right. What's good, Zubair? What's good, Lido? Vengeance. Morning, I'll lurk. Thank you, Inno. I appreciate that. Captain Toasty Buns, good to see you. Michael Williford. Morning Ritual. What's good, Master Ty? Giving everybody there good morning. I took the lid off this so I could smell it. Dude, the Frickmas blend has such a good smell to it. You know what I mean? Finally watched your Mist first 20 minutes. The music will always be fire. Yeah, it's a shame the controls were so wonky on controller. Obviously, it wasn't built for that. I was having a pretty hard time with it, but man, the music is so good. You know, they did something. Mist is just a special game. It really is. Really is a special game. I would have enjoyed being able to complete that. It's not a very great stream game. You got to bring like a notebook and be like a bit of a brain. And I am. That's just not. That is not my world. You know, I would have enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed it, but it would have been very much off-brand for me to dive into something like that. But yeah, Mist was really good. I got to unsubscribe from this. Good night, nurse. Emailing me every single morning. There we go. Unsubscribe. Goodbye. Hey, somebody ordered some coffee. 1 light, 1 Frickmas, and 1 dark roast to Sanji. Thank you so much. I love seeing that. The 3 colors, the 3 orders. Thank you very much. Yo, what's good? Ink Sanity, good to see you, Silver Subaru. A Bandwave in New World is not the first game that ever explored that had massive bans, right? This is a little bit different, though. I grinded out Miss Hard, beat it in 2 days. Oh, nice. Is it up for grab yet? I missed a stream yesterday, my new job, and wife sent me a screen grab showing it came in. Yeah, you can order it right now. My favorite order is when I see the yellow, the green, and the red. It's awesome. It looks like a stoplight. It looks like a stoplight. You want to see? Here you go. Here, I'll put them all up. I'm gonna do a balancing act here. This is gonna be impressive. Oh, I almost had it. Dad, I spoke too soon. I was going to balance it and pinch. There you go. All 3 colors, baby. Get them all. Combined for maximum efficiency, right? An idea for a scary game. It's not out yet, but Choo Charles, write it down. Choo Charles. Can I wish list it on Steam? Because that's usually what I do if I want to wish list something. Thanks, guys, for being here so much. I'm going to order 3 bags of dark roast. Deal with it. I don't care, Zubair. You order whatever the frick you want. If it's on Steam, what I typically do when people make recommendations is I just go wish list it. Because I don't have an effective way of remembering what you just said. Let me make sure Chrome is muted. Yeah, here it is. Choo Charles. What in the name of almighty is this? Steam is acting really goofy right now. It's being super slow. Thank you for finding it, Sven. There we go. It comes out Q1 of next year. Add to wish list. There we go. It's on the wish list. That one looks pretty good. People are recommending scary games for me and Hilly on for Friday nights. We'll see. If we could get 5 more likes, that would be amazing. You guys are incredible. We got a poll in chat. I'm gonna read you this comment that this guy left. You guys got to hear what this guy said. And I don't think he's making things up. This sounds genuine, right? The round glasses are growing on me. Yeah, I recently saw that all those companies that I was hoping to maybe start working with again, they publicly were like, yeah, we're working with Rare Drop. And I was like, well, can't work with you because that company, I could never work with anybody that aligns with that company. I just can't. They're I hope to expose them very soon. So I can't do it. I cannot align with companies that are going to work with those guys. Let's see here. Wait, it's gone. Where did it go? His comment's gone. Oh no, he said that was going to happen. Wait, maybe it's in the gameplay. Did he leave it on the gameplay? No, he didn't. His comment is gone. He said, I don't know if he deleted it. Maybe he got scared. but he left a comment. Let me see if I can find it in my dashboard. I didn't delete it or hide it. I didn't even respond to him. Oh, here it is. Here it is. He left it, and for whatever reason, it's not showing up. It's not showing up on the video, on the public video. Hang on a minute. This is very interesting. If I go to SNTR Gaming, ban waves who's lying, okay, and I scroll down, his comment's not there. It isn't there. It's got 2 comments that I've replied to, and nobody else's comment is there. Newest first. If I hit newest first, it's there. I'm gonna like it and thumbs it up. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I had to click top comment to get it to show up. It's like being hidden. That's interesting. Anyway, he left this comment 17 hours ago with the name John Doe. Okay, this is the comment that I'm reading to you. His name's John Doe. He says, the reporting system is exploitable. I made a new account and I had my company report it 2 minutes into the game. And it was banned at 25 reports on the dot. A 24-hour ban. I have proof of a community manager saying bans are automatic in the Discord. All of my posts on Reddit are instantly removed and Steam forums are instantly removed. They are super hush hush. And his comment is... I'm going to reply and see if I can get it to show up on the public video. I'm just going to say, interesting. All right. I'm replying and saying, interesting. All right. Let me refresh the video and see if it shows up as a comment now. No, it doesn't. If I refresh the video, the comment has been hidden. It's not there. I have to sort and say newest comments or top comments. I wonder, can I pin his comment? No, I can't. Maybe if I go newest comment and then I'm going to pin his comment. Let's see if we can't get this thing visible. That is really, really interesting. Sven, you found it. Okay, I've got it pinned and you can see it now. There you go. There you go. I'm going to unpin it though. I don't want to make anybody angry. Like if they're trying to keep that quiet, I was just interested to see if I could even get it to be visible. I'm going to unpin the comment. That's really, really bizarre. That's really, really bizarre that his comment... Yeah, no, it's being sequestered. His comment's being sequestered. Like, you can only see it if you filter the comments to be like the newest comments or whatever. That's very, very interesting. Break out the tinfoil hats. Yeah, Sven says, I had to set comments to newest first to find it. Yeah, yeah. He's basically saying, so what he is saying is that they all reported him, and at 25 reports, right? At 25 reports, he got automatically a 24-hour ban. Oh, that's good. The Frickmas blend is very, very good. It definitely has like a seasoned, almost like spice flavor to it. It's very good. Ah, that's good. I got a new Contigo, and I don't know if this is double insulated or what, but this thing, I have to take the lid off. It keeps the coffee too hot. I can't stinking drink it. It's like literally, I'll have it in this thing for 30 minutes or more, and it's burning my tongue. I'm like, what is going on? So I got to take the lid off. This is very, very good. I'm drinking it right now, the Frickmas blend. It smells so good. I'm amazed at how good it smells. I don't remember it smelling that good when they sent the samples. It was kind of hard to keep it all straight. They sent me like 3 different flavors to try. Hey, we got a couple orders of coffee coming in. Thank you so much. An order of Frickmas blend to Ghost Archer. Thank you, Ghost Archer. 5 bags of Frickmas blend to YouTube Lurker. Yo, my man YouTube Lurker going big. 5 bags of Frickmas Roast. Thank you very, very much. It's very, very good. It's good. It's good. Smell that. You smell that? You commented yesterday on how good it smelled. Don't take my coffee. I made you some. It's up there.
Your child was up like 4 times.
I know. I was getting irritated. I heard music last night. Was I hallucinating? I swear I heard music. I thought maybe she set her alarm by mistake to like...
I said it.
I know, but I thought maybe she figured out how to fiddle with it. She can get in there on the screen. She can just drag and go into the alarms. That's not locked out. So I thought, oh, here we go. She set it for 4 in the morning so she can have plenty of time, you know. Contigo's very good at what they do. Too good at what they do. I have to take the lid off. That new Contigo is like double insulated or something. It burns my mouth. Sounds like it was not hidden very well. Could have definitely been erased from existence to where archiving it would have been the only way to recover it. It's odd how this was hidden. I don't know if we want to do the drama clickbait thing and do like a video tomorrow about like, is Amazon hiding this or blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to get on their bad side. If they're trying to keep it hush-hush, that their reporting system is exploitable, the last thing I want to do is like, you know, tick them off. Well, I'm an Amazon affiliate, by the way. If you guys ever order anything from Amazon, use my Amazon command in chat. Matter of fact, even if you're not ordering anything today, use that link in chat and I think it saves for like 2 weeks. So hit that Amazon link periodically anytime you're going to order Amazon stuff. And if you hang out in the Discord, the command's in there as well. Sanji says, Apple Pay wouldn't go through because there was no box to put in my YouTube name. I had to go proceed to checkout to do it, just to let you guys know. Creature, I don't know if you heard that feedback. It's in the YouTube chat from Sanji. Apple Pay would not go through. There was no box to put in my YouTube name. I had to go to proceed to checkout, just to let you guys know. Okay, there you go. Can the poster choose how their comments are seen? No. No, it doesn't. If you leave a comment like that, it's viewable to the public. And I don't think he would do that. Like, it's still viewable, but you have to filter. Don't think we want to draw attention to the fact it could be abused either. It could make the game unplayable. We're aware of that. Not much I can do about it. Says, that's Creature in the chat right there. Lono's 60-minute investigation. Why are you stifling players' voices? Everyone's going to end up working for Amazon. Wise not to poke the bear. What's good, JD? Already ticked off a couple companies. No reason to tick off Amazon. I know, right? The guy who posted it claims his company and his comments are being filtered or banned. Why is this guy commenting about bans a big deal? Were you guys testing something? He was testing the reporting system and he left a comment, right? Can you explain what he's saying in his post? Okay, so yesterday, and that's what the poll at the top of the chat about is, do you believe their reporting system is exploitable? Okay, do you believe it? All right, yesterday we covered the ban waves that were happening before wars, okay? This is what is essentially being claimed, okay? People went to Reddit and forums and said, a bunch of us in our company got banned right before the war started, okay? What is going on? All right. Amazon's official response was, we don't automatically ban people. We look at every report. To which I said, that seems highly unlikely given what people are saying. I find it very hard to believe that large quantities of people are getting banned right before a war and then going to Reddit and being like, no, we're all completely innocent. You're not going to draw attention to yourself if you have been doing something wrong. And if they were doing something wrong, why would they all get hit at the exact same time with a 24-hour right before the war happened? The timing is suspicious, okay? So I said, somebody's lying, right? If Amazon isn't being truthful, I could fully understand why they're not being truthful. They don't want to come out and be like, oh yeah, it's exploitable, because then everybody would go and do it. You don't want to confirm that there's a leak in the wall, because then everyone's going to go press on it, okay? And then the floodgates will open. If I'm choosing to put chips on the table, it makes way more sense that Amazon's being sort of obtuse and vague about it because they don't want to go out and confirm that it works. Even if they would have come out and said, we're looking into it, that would have likely caused people to try it out. Like, oh, let's see if we can do this, right? And so, in general, I don't think players take the time in mass groups to just make stories up. Especially in the nature of the way that this happened. It wasn't like one guy got banned and went and cried wolf on Reddit. We're talking like big groups of people all getting 24 hours right before a war happens. If you go with Occam's razor here, like if we apply Occam's razor, the simplest answer is people are mass reporting and the system is triggering at a certain number of reports. It has to be, right? So this guy leaves a comment on my video and he says, I'm trying to get the word out. We did a test and it worked. He had people in his company report his new player, his new character, and as soon as they hit the 25th report, he got a 24-hour ban. He's tried to draw attention to this on Reddit and on the forums, and every time he tries to draw attention to it, they delete the post. And he left a comment on my YouTube video, and it also is kind of hard to find. You have to like refilter the comments to even see it. So at this point, if the people on Reddit and the forums are to be believed, and this guy's to be believed, the system is going to need overhauled. They're going to have to set the threshold higher, and they need to take action against the people that are abusing the system. They should immediately be running reports on all these people that got banned from this, the 24 hours, and they should be looking at all the people that submitted the reports, and all of those people should be getting hit with a 24. Right? Sick Boba shirt. Yes, another 80s tees. If you guys ever like the shirt I'm wearing, remember to use the shirt command, and then code LONO will get you 30% off over there at 80stees.com. So I don't know if YouTube's filtering it. I mean, it's possible that Amazon is monitoring anybody. Are they monitoring anybody who is covering the ban waves and trying to like sequester the information? I don't know. Yesterday's video did incredibly well, so I don't think they were like trying to silence the content creator. It's just interesting. Now, YouTube could have automatic filters in place when somebody starts using some of the language that he was using, right? He was using language about bans, banning, I forget some of the other words that he used. It's possible when you use certain words, you can get automatically filtered. We had a community member, and his name was Opinions Get You Banned. And his account, you couldn't see him talking in chat. He had to make a new account. All this tracks up until a point where his comments on your video are being hidden. That's some tinfoil hat baloney. Reckless. I just made it so I just went and looked and couldn't see it. I couldn't see his comment. Sven replicated the same thing. He couldn't see the guy's comment. What do you mean? We're not making that up. The question is, why is that happening? I think it's more likely that YouTube has automatic filters in place so that when somebody uses certain words, their comment doesn't show up to the public. Unless, obviously, if I go and pin it or interact with it, it does, because they're like, well, then that's up to the YouTuber. Like, if somebody comments and calls me a bad name, it gets automatically filtered. If I unfilter it and reply to the guy and tell him to go pound sand, that's my choice. I can do that. But for the most part, when people use certain words, it gets automatically filtered. Now, this didn't go into my filter so that I could see that it had been filtered. Hey, 2 more coffee orders coming in hot. A bag of Frickmas blend to Captain Toasty Buns. 1 light roast, 1 dark roast, and a partridge in a pear tree, a Frickmas blend. All 3, Sammy 17, taking the world tour, buying the stoplight combo, the green light, the red light, and the yellow light. We should do something with that, with with the Squid Game meme. YouTube knows what's best for us, okay? Well, one of the main reasons that they filter comments that are immediately pretty nasty and offensive is because it really discourages trolls. Like, they know if they cross a certain line, their comment's not going to be viewable unless the YouTuber says it can be viewable. Now, I believe I can turn that off. I can be like, nah, just totally free reign it. You don't want to do that, because then people will start saying horrible things. And if they say enough horrible things, your video can get, not treated very well, right? There's a partridge in a pear tree blend. Does it taste like a bird? Continuing my hatred for birds. Where did that even start? Where did my hatred for birds start? I don't even remember. All right, breakfast shake has been drunk. If you guys are new, If you guys are new and you haven't hit the subscribe button so you can talk in chat to introduce yourself, please do so. Smash the like button. Take our poll. We love meeting the new folks. I'm curious if you guys think it's reportable. Also, today's topic, the boar farm is dead. And I talked about this morning about why it's important to get rid of XP exploits in a game like that. Using a metal straw. No, my wife has to wash them. They're glass, actually. Whoever sent that, the magic bullet and the glass straws, they're glass straws. So, yeah. Hatred for birds was escalated with me. I will punch a goose in the neck. Oh, yeah, I will punch a goose. Yeah, I will. I need a shirt that just says that. Like, I have no problem. I will punch a goose. Got no problem with it. Like, you come up and try and bite me or my kids, you're getting punched in the head. That big old goose head's an easy target, man. It's just like up. It's like a T-ball stick. You just, bam. Just, I will punch a goose. That's my campaign slogan. Vote for Lono in 2021. I will punch a goose. Oh, yeah. Okay, we can put the lid on now. We can put the lid on now. Oof, that's good. That is so good. All right. Have we seen Lono play the goose game? No, I've not played the goose game. They're glass? That seems dangerous. Well, and I mean, yeah, obviously if you chew on them or drop them. So, how is it? Pretty good? Madam approves. My wife says she can't decide if she likes the dark roast or the Frickmas blend better. And I'm gonna tell you, she's picky. We usually don't agree on coffee, her and I, so we usually part ways. So grab a bag of Frickmas blend today. Maybe take the Madam Taste Challenge. Get a dark roast and a Frickmas blend and decide for yourself. An auto-ban system based on reports should be leery of a substantial amount of reports in a short time. Well, again, Eugene, I don't think they were prepared, you know? I still want my Frickmas Roast. Yeah, I mean, listen, the frick has the CK sound, Rad. That's enough. That's you know, we have Christmas, you know. You should be happy. I'm not going to make the joke. I was about to make the joke, but I'm not going to make the joke about, like, you should be happy that we took I'm not. I want to make it. I so want to make it, but then people are like, I can't believe he said that. So I'm not going to make the joke. I'm not. But when are we getting a Madam Roast? Oh, I don't know about that. A Madam Roast? No, I'm not doing that. You guys couldn't afford it. We can make it happen. Madam has a Sharpie. That's right. You don't even know what you're going to say. You should be happy. We took the Christ out of Christmas.
Stop it. That's the worst. You're so dumb. Turn this down. Where's Creature? Does he have a end all button?
That was the joke. That was the joke. That was it.
No, people can come back from
That was the joke. That was the joke. You know? That's so real. That's so good. That's so good. That's such a good joke. That is such a good joke. It's so on the nose. You know? It's right there. It's right on target. My wife is glaring at me and told me to think about baby Jesus. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Goodness gracious. The wrath of a white woman. It's just, whew. Don't go get your pumpkin spice. I will throw pumpkin spice in your face. She means business. She's wearing Uggs and a scarf. Look out. Did my comment get auto banned? No. She said, "Where's Creature?" Yeah, she's like, "Can you turn the volume down on the microphone?" That's right. Chris Mahanika. Yeah. Mahana Kwanzaa. Yeah, there you go. Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. That actually doesn't sound that bad. That sounds kind of cool, you know? Sounds like a metal band. We are Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. I love that Madam is in the back telling you off. She's not. She's standing right here holding her coffee. All cozy. All cozy. There's her mug. There you go.
I'm here today for real.
She's making an appearance. Where's that creepy baby doll? I just realized I hadn't seen it yet. Okay. My wife got a creepy baby doll and put it up in the vent above me, and I didn't see it for like 4 days. Hilly was no help. My wife tried to... for 2 weeks? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Yeah, it's the Ohio mug. She's got the Ohio mug and the Kentucky mug, because we live in Kentucky, but she was born in Ohio. We don't really claim Florida anymore, because... What? The frick are you doing, Florida? Anyway, I'm just kidding. We don't claim Florida anymore. But we got this little creepy baby. She got this little creepy baby, and now we're taking turns hiding it in places that we'll find it. So I hid it in her like stuff that she makes her morning shakes with, and then I hid it in the dishwasher, and it's here somewhere. That's enough. Yo, what's good, Matasbo? You know who's in charge by the coffee mug? Oh, whatever. Thanks for the note. Oh, somebody sent a note on one of their orders. Thanks for doing that. We got the stoplight special. We got a red light, green light, and a yellow light order. A light roast, a dark roast, and a Frickmas blend to Eternal Darkness. Another coffee order coming in. They're going to do the Madam Taste Challenge. 1 Frickmas and 1 dark roast. She said to try them both. Kaiser Soze. Taking the Madam Taste Challenge. We got a couple order options. The Madam Taste Challenge. She says she can't decide between the dark roast and the Frickmas blend. And I call the stoplight special, which is one of every color. You got the yellow light, the green light, and the red light. All 3 colors. When you say stoplight special, I keep hearing red light special in my head. Yeah, sorry. Red light special, stoplight special, green light special. What should I call it? We'll call it the green light special because you're ordering Frickmas, right? Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? Duck-sized horses, you could just kick them. Like, that'd be easy. You would just need a bat or a really strong kick. You want to fight a horse-sized duck? That would be like fighting a dinosaur. No, thank you. Stoplight special has a very different meaning. Okay, we'll call it green light special, all right? Right? Red light, green light, Red light. Traffic light trio. That's right. So for those of you who don't know, we have our own coffee. If you've been enjoying the show for a while now, you can order it. This is one of the flavors that we just launched. A bunch of angry duck-sized horses might give you a run for your money. Ducks are so small. They're not that big. A horse that size? That would be like fighting 100 chihuahuas. You would just kick them. Like, what are they going to do? There'd be a lot of kicking and stomping. It wouldn't be difficult. Like what? I don't understand. It doesn't even seem like an actual question. It seems like the easiest choice. I don't want to fight some duck the size of a horse. We'll soon have the mic pack once the select lands. That's right. It's 100 of them. 100 kittens is dangerous. It's 100 of them, Lono. You're not realizing the severity. All right, if you guys haven't taken the poll yet, let's check on these poll results. The New World reporting system, do you think it's exploitable? 86% are saying yes. 14% are saying no. We will be diving into New World gameplay later. I should be probably playing right now just to grind. We would like to get to a certain level so that we are able to jump into the next dungeon, because we want to get to 45. That's basically our next goal, is to get to 45 to get into the next dungeon. That's kind of our goal. When did this become a South Park episode? I know, right? Those little dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Yeah, the compies, dude. You got to watch out for the compies. I was a bit behind. I just heard a Frickmas joke in literal tears. Oh, yeah, the Frickmas joke. Yeah. What's going on? Is YouTube having a problem? Why is the viewership just constantly going down? That can't be right. This time of the day, that doesn't happen. Are you guys getting blips or something? No one's complaining about blips, but man, we're losing folks in chunks like YouTube's acting up. Imagine taking a kick to the shins from a very small horse. I mean, yeah, I suppose 100 kicks to the... Yeah, I suppose. I ain't scared of no tiny horse feet. No blips today? Okay. I don't know. Maybe because we jumped off subject, Jiminy Christmas. It seemed like YouTube was having a problem, you know what I mean? I was like, what the frick is going on? People are trying to abuse the reporting system. Oh, the 14%, they're like, no, it's not exploitable. Yeah, we were well on our way to 300. We had like 298, and all of a sudden it was just like dink, dink, dink. It was like 280, 270, 260, and usually when that happens is because folks are like refreshing because of blips. I don't know. It's all the people afraid of tiny horses. The mini horses can't touch me. My issue right now with New World is that the actual content loop is so good, okay? It's so good, and yet New World gameplay devolves into, how do I get the most XP? Like, that's just what it devolves into. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to go into the dungeon. Well, you got to go level. Oh, well, how do I do that? Well, you know, play the New World campaign. This is the campaign. The dungeon is the campaign. Okay, go do side quests and town board. And you're like, okay, I'll go do side quests and town board. I mean, I don't know. There's just that part of me that, like, I wish it was more, I just wish it was more streamlined, you know? It'd be so great to be exploring new areas and doing quests and fighting new enemies, and instead it's like, well, if you want to do that, you're going to have to find, and this is why the Boar Farm is dead. So for those of you that don't know, the Boar Farm was in a town. They sent you there on a mission, and some people were there on a mission and realized, why these boar just keep respawning. Now, more than likely, the New World devs had the boar spawn rate set to like a really, really high and really, really sensitive level, and the reason for that is because they knew lots of people were going to be trying to do the mission. I was doing a couple of missions, and you would go to kill the enemy that was there, whether it was what was Overseer Zane or the captain at the very beginning of the game, and they just wouldn't friggin' be there. They wouldn't be there, and you'd be like, I guess we have to wait, right? And so they started going through and making sure, like, if you were going to be doing a campaign, that you would be able to kill the thing that you needed to kill, right? So they made sure that was corrected, all right? And I think in some areas of the map they've just overcompensated. It's just super, super, super fast, and because of that, we are finding areas like this. Now, I think the community is going to find another area. That's what I think. I think they're going to find another area just like that one, and they're, you know, they'll start farming it very, very soon. That's what I think is going to start to happen. Right now, the player base is essentially pivoting from one, you know, XP exploit, one XP farm to the next. I've not seen any reports of any new ones that anybody has discovered. Usually the way it works, at least in my experience, is you have a discovery, and then a small group of people are doing it. And then eventually they tell a friend, 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 and then it hits Reddit. Once it hits Reddit, once it hits the forums, it's basically over at that point. Like, you're not going to even be able to, you know, probably go and do it unless, of course, you know, obviously you find the area, but you're not going to be able to go and do it for very long, because that typically means they are, you know, they're gonna patch it like they did the Boar Farm. I ordered some Frickmas blend last night after seeing it on Instagram. Can't wait for it to get here. Any person who ordered yesterday before about midnight Eastern, you should have already gotten your email. We made sure. We were sitting down and we were playing our little Cat Quest video game on the PlayStation 5, which is a great little RPG dungeon crawler. Great couch co-op. We're having a blast with it. Although I'm a little annoyed. We spent a bunch of money leveling my wife into like a healing mage kind of character, and it's not working out in the late game. We've discovered... Actually, I take that back. I just kind of had to coach her on how to play, and then it fixed things. I was like, you have to think of healing as offensive and not defensive. Like, it's proactive and not reactive. Because anybody that she shoots, it gives her mana back. So when she's sitting on full mana and waiting until she's hurt to heal, I'm like, no, you don't want to do that. As soon as anybody even shoots at you or looks at you, start healing. It puts like a pool on the ground that follows her, so she's just healing. I said, what that does is that stops all the incoming damage for a little bit, and then while you're shooting them, you're just getting the mana right back. Guessing y'all played Castle Crashers? I don't like Castle Crashers. I don't like it. I find the combat, and I find it to be an irritating game. I didn't like it. People poo-pooing a horse-sized duck don't know what the inside of a duckbill looks like. You would be dead. Like I said, it would be like you getting attacked by a dinosaur or a couple of nips, and you'd be hurting. The beating you'd get from the wings? Yeah. Does the Amazon link tell you the stuff we are buying or just the categories? I don't think it tells me anything, Zubair. I mean, I can confirm right now. I don't think I can see anything that you're buying. That would be a pretty big invasion. All I can see right now is 39 clicks and 2 ordered items. And if I go to view full report, I don't think it's going to show me anything. No. It's not showing me what you ordered. Nope. No. Total earnings summary. Yeah, that would be really, really odd if I could see, like, what you were ordering. Like, that'd be a pretty big invasion. Cat Quest is only $2.59. The PS Store might check it out with my wife. It's really, really fun, Master Ty. We've really, really enjoyed our time with it. It's good. Yeah, so use that Amazon link, man. That's an easy way to support me. Anytime you're ordering anything from Amazon, we have that command active in the Discord as well. What was I saying just now? What were we talking about? What were we on before I read about the duck-sized horse? The horse-sized duck or whatever. I'm not worried about my buying. I'm asking it for a friend. Right. No, I mean, I wouldn't want to know that. You know? Yo, what's good, feed? How are you? Good to see you in the chat feed. Everybody that's here right now, if you haven't pressed that like button or voted in the poll, be sure to do that. If you haven't said good morning yet, say good morning. We all always love to hear from the audience, especially if you are new. It's always nice to meet new folks. The worst thing in this game are the ghost trees, the trees that are apparently not there. Like, you go to chop down the tree, like New World logging. Right now, that's what I'm working on. You go to chop down a tree, it's like it's not even friggin' there, right? Do you know if the Amazon link replaces any charitable giving using Amazon Smile? I have no idea. Brother. I have no idea if it's even has anything to do with that. There's ghost iron ore as well. Yeah, like you go to walk up to it and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get me some iron ore, and then nothing, nothing at all. Good morning, Sandy. How are you? Good morning, Chest Pain. Hercules, how are you? Somebody ordered some coffee. Another order coming in, a bag of Frickmas blend to my man, Gritter. Thank you so much, Gritter. Appreciate that very, very much. I like the mature trees down in New Light. You, like, walk under them, and you're, like, chopping just one of their teeny little legs, The trees close to the fort and the villages do that. I wonder if it's because they don't want them falling into, like, the town. Like, there might be, like, areas around, like, the New World settlements. They might not want, obstructions falling into the town. That might be an issue. You know what I mean? They might think that might cause some kind of a problem. I don't know. I'm aiming at 100 on logging, so then we can go to some of the areas. Oh, where are you supposed to log? Like, what are the 100? You need 100 for something, don't you? Don't you need 100 for logging certain types of trees in New World? As a logging main, my eyes lit up when I saw a huge Azoth tree, but realized you can't actually chop it. Yeah. Yo, what's good, Gab? It's wormwood. 100 for wormwood. Okay, does that like really help increase your logging, chopping down wormwood or wordwood? You need 100 for the blue woodwood trees. Got it. Okay. So, So a New World Wormwood Farm, right? Let's get that going. I heard that if you put 3 hits on a resource, other people can't farm it. Yeah, I think that's something that people might be doing as a troll, right? Now, I wonder how long it takes for that to reset. They might have to look at that. Like, you could go troll an area, couldn't you? You could just go troll an area. You could go hit every tree 3 times and then not actually chop it down, and then anybody goes to farm that area, it wouldn't be able to hit any of the trees. I had to pause the stream for a minute. Where can I find your links for the Amazon besides Discord? Other than Discord, we'll have to add it in the description of the videos, DBS Purge. You can use the command in chat, and then you can use the command in Discord. I guess we want to add that to our upload default. We're gonna have to add that to our upload default so that you could come back to any video and just grab it from the description. We might want to make sure and do that. So if you want to get the Displate discount, you've got to come back and you know, click the link in the description for Displate. I got trolled so hard last night trying to get iron, but I was able to collect tons of silver. Yeah, when there's somebody in the area, the best thing to do is just get away from them, because all you're going to do is frustrate each other. Like, I definitely do the respectful sort of, you got here first, you know. For trees, not so much, but for like iron ore and things like that, I'm like, yeah, you got here first. And I go like, you know, 100 meters away, hoping that I'll be close enough to get some and not mess with whatever they're doing. Any advice on a budget gaming rig? I would like to return to PC gaming, not ready to learn PC building. Yeah, you know, it's a bummer that we're playing a PC game. We don't have a PC sponsor, because I'd love to be able to point you to a PC sponsor to be like, hey, just get one from here. But we don't presently have a PC sponsor, so I don't know. I mean, you can get. I know my brother got a decent. My younger brother got a decent, you know, gaming rig off Amazon. You know, he just shops, read reviews, and got one that, you know, the review said it was powerful enough to play the games his kiddos were going to want to play. You know. Unfortunately, GPUs are so expensive right now, budget doesn't really exist. Right. You're a better man than I. When I see someone on a big node, I take 2 smaller ones. I was doing that when I was going for, like, the herbs, and I was just like, this is just pointless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is pointless. I'm just going to let this guy have this area. I'm going to go to another area. I'm guilty of bringing mobs to someone farming to yoink what they're getting, but we were on the brink of war. Well, if they're outside of your faction and you're trying to affect them for the war build, yeah, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Power GPU or NZXT are good pre-build options. Yeah. Lono has great harvesting etiquette. I don't actually do it. I mean, I do it slightly for the etiquette, but I also do it because it just seems more effective. It's like, why would I sit here and fight over these resources with you? I can walk 100 meters away and be by myself and not have to worry about this other person. Do you know what I mean? I stopped stealing people's nodes. It just isn't effective. Like, if you're trying to get your own resources, you're better off just going off somewhere by yourself instead of fighting over with someone. Like, think of it this way. If you're going to fight over 10 nodes with one guy, you're probably going to get 5 of the nodes, okay? Maybe 6. But if you walk away and find your own area, you can get 10 nodes probably in that time. Like, if you fight, you know what I'm saying? Just go a good distance away. Usually, if it's an area where there's silver or iron, you know what I mean? It's like you're being stubborn to the point that you're hurting your own experience to a certain extent. Like, you're like, no, I want this stuff. And it's like, well, holy moly, dude. Like, you know what I mean? What's the most effective way to get your mining up, though? I don't feel like mining moves at all. Like, I feel like I hit a rock and nothing happens. And then I also feel like, I wonder if, I bet you ore and silver are the fastest way to get your mining up in New World, right? Like a New World mining guide is probably going to tell you to go to where there's iron, because the rocks don't do anything. Like a tree, I'm chopping down a mature tree right now, and it gives me like 166 to logging. Like, just mining. There's a good path in Cutlass Keys. Silver is the most efficient. Okay. Rock Bear. You just gotta whack stones for hours. Like, here's a pretty good sized boulder, right? It's gonna be, that's 2 hits, that's 3 hits, that's 4 hits, that's 5 hits. So 5 hits for 79 mining. Okay, 79's not terrible. Silver and gold pre 100. Okay. Well, once I get I want to get my logging to 100. If I can get my logging to 100, then we'll find a silver spot and get that up as well. Ore and metal nodes are much more XP than boulders or the rock bears too. The rock bears? There's a bear that requires you to mine to harvest it, and it gives you mining XP. Really? Huh. Is the title unironic? What's the boar farm? Why did it die? Like what do you got? You got questions for me about it? I'll give you my opinion on the boar farm and why it died, why it's probably a good thing that it died. There's a lot of different viewpoints on exploits in games like this, on XP exploits and XP, things like that, like where you can just go and farm something like that and it's not really how it's designed. That we had a big debate about that yesterday, and the latest patch notes, they shut down the boar farm. We were in an area the one day and a boss just kept spawning, and it wasn't good for really anything. It wasn't good for XP. It wasn't good for much, you know what I mean? A bunch of losers sitting on tents farming XP. Sitting on tents, what you talking about? Is there a new XP farm somewhere that's busted? The boar farm spread pretty quickly. Like, I heard about it, the next day saw a video about it, and then like it was everywhere. Everywhere I looked, people were talking about doing the boar farm. Stone Reach, north of Everfall, there's tons of iron ore. Okay. If you go to Dankfur Hollow underneath Windsward Village, there's like 8 or 9 silver nodes that spawn along with gold. Oh, okay. Well, when we're done with this, I might try to figure out where you're talking about. The tents in the boar farm, I'm glad it's over. I don't ever care that people are doing it. I'm never like, how dare you go and farm something that's exploited. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to wag my finger in somebody's face. But I'm definitely going to say it needs to be fixed. You can't let people do that. It's not good for your game to have exploits just running amok. So let me ask people something. I'm actually interested here. The people that think oh, leave it alone. So what, in 2 or 3 months when the game's still cooking and still going and a new person comes into the game, what, we're supposed to be yeah, the most effective way to level up is a boar farm. You go to this city and you just kill boar. No, that's not how it should be. The longevity of the game requires, a substantive amount of content and things to enjoy, not the perpetual, exploit locations. Yeah, I found a troll tree, a tree that I can't hack. It's been hit once, as far as I can tell. What's the actual exploit? So there was a town you could go to, and the way this game works, the way that New World gameplay works, if you go to an area and there's a lot of other people there, the game will attempt to ensure that the spawn rate of the enemies and the guys there is a good spawn rate, especially if that area is attached to a quest, which this boar farm location was. So people were going there and the boar were farming, spawning so fast, you'd go and you'd hit them and get a couple hits, get some XP. Get a couple hits, get some XP. It was really good for weapon mastery more than anything, but it was still helping people level their characters relatively quickly. Didn't AGS say the spawn rate was double what it was intended? It also did seem, yes, Justin, it also did seem that the boar location had an issue. It was it was way too high. And again, they could have just overreached. It was well, this is going to be a quest area. Make sure those boar are farming pretty steadily. You know what I mean? I'm at work. Can anybody tell me there's another location like the boar? I never got to do it. I'm currently 42. Yeah, I'm 43 on the way to 44, and boy, oh boy, it slows down, homie. It slows down. This reminds me of the quote, given the opportunity, players will optimize the fun out of the game. Oh, they will. They will. They 100% will. I always quote Ian Malcolm. I'm always life will find a way. People will find a way to squeeze something out of a game that wasn't meant to happen. They will figure it out. What's your opinion on the boar farm? My opinion on the boar farm is I don't care if people are doing it, but I do think it needs to be addressed. You can't let it go on for forever, and you have to consider, and I talked about this yesterday, you have to consider the player power economy, okay? This is a game that has PvP, it has open world battles, it has 50 versus 50 wars, and there is level scaling in this game, meaning if you're higher level, then you are going to do more damage to the other person. Meaning everyone's feeling this pressure to hit max level because that's one of the ways to be stronger in the game, right? Banning the boar is because it snuck up on Lono and killed him that one time. That's right. That's right. Doesn't it make the game more fun being able to find things that weren't supposed to find anyway? I am not going to sit here and pretend that it isn't fun to find things like that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that. Like, I know people like to, find these things. There are people that enjoy trying to break a game, okay? They try to enjoy breaking a game, and I get that. But you have to be very careful with a game like this. There's a player power economy. There is a player perception. You have to protect players from themselves. Familiarity breeds contempt. Okay, so the more you do something, the more you tend to develop almost like an irritation for it. You don't like it. You get to the place where you're like, if I see one more freaking boar, I'm gonna pull my hair out. Right? Like, that is a thing in gaming. Now, you have to consider if people are largely consuming your game and that is how they are playing, that could lead to burnout, contempt, irritation, all those things that tend to happen the more you play a game. It's going to happen a whole lot faster when someone's playing for 8 hours a day and doing an exploit, right? That, I think, is something that a lot of people need to consider. They need to consider the fact that there is more to this than just like your own experience and your own, oh, well, I should be able to do whatever the frick I want, and it's like, it's not that simple, right? It's not that simple. The pressure is real. My whole company is 50 plus. It sucks because I can't enjoy at the pace that I want to enjoy to join them. PvP is amazing with a crew, but you got to catch up. That's exactly right. It's so well put. Like, PvP is amazing, but you feel this insane sense of pressure to catch up because you want to play with your buddies. Like, and there's nothing. It totally makes sense that you would want to play with the boys, especially in PvP. It's built to be played with other people. Yo, what's good, Agent Atwood? How's territory balance on Eden? It's really, really bad. It is. It's all green. It's all green. There's 2 yellow territories and 2 purple. No, I'm sorry. There's 3 yellow territories, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 green. It's a 6-3-2. It's a 6-3-2. 6 green, 3 yellow, 2 purple. And I'm in purple, and it's bad. It's bleak. It's pretty bleak. It isn't so great. It's pretty rough. We're a little bit more PvE oriented in this community, so it's kind of like most of us that are in the company are just doing dungeons and grinding, and we kind of don't care. But at the same time, there is definitely a sense of like, oh my gosh, we're never going to get there, I'm gonna sell this guy the timber that he's looking for. He just got it for $8. Good for you. Wait, I can sell this to him again for the $8? The order is completed. Oh, okay. Place sell order. People are selling it for that much. We're going to undercut the market here. Place the order. I farm in First Light since we get all the benefits there. Yeah. You definitely want to try to farm in the areas where, In a similar vein, says Zubair, I wandered around and got in random fights so much in Ghost of Tsushima, so much I hit max level well before I finished all the quests. Killed a lot of the drive for the quests. I did the quest for completionism more than anything. Yeah. Did you watch this guy's video on the 5 mistakes New World is making? He mentions that the faction system will evolve where everyone will just join the most popular because of the banks. I've not seen. No, I appreciate people trying to like put stuff like that on my radar. But I'm just so busy. It's really, really hard. It's really, really difficult to to watch anything. Let's do 59. Let's force people to really go for the undercut. I'm trying to get rid of all of the. So whenever I'm doing the wood farm, what I commonly do is I go back and sell everything, and I just undercut the market. That's generally how I approach it. That's generally how I approach it. I do everything I can to. That guy's trying to buy coarse leather for 3 cents a piece. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. These people that place the buy orders, they're just trying to get people that are desperate to get rid of their resources, I think. Like, it works. It works. I mean, I've definitely myself fallen for it. I'm like, yeah, here you go. That's fine. I just want to get rid of it. I'll sell wood to a guy for like nothing. I'm like, yeah, 3 cents. That's fine. Here you go. What am I going to do with it? I'm encumbered. I'm going to go get encumbered again. I'll take the $8. Who the frick cares? You know what I'm saying? Yo, there. Hey, how are you going, Chris? Ordered Frickmas blend last night. I saw the order. I saw your name. I know you, homie. I know. I was like, oh, that's my man, Chris, right there. We, my wife and I made sure to print all of the labels. Hey, somebody ordered some more coffee. Let's take a look here. Yes, they went for the green light special. A green, a yellow, and a red. Looking like a traffic light. Ratchet, my man, Ratchet. Kickstarter update on Assassin's Creed Orlog dice game that I kickstarted. Final production update and shipping status. Where's the shipping status? In just a few short months, we are on time to deliver the final product to you. Final assembly is complete. We are now booking and packing containers picked up by our logistics providers starting next week. I can't freaking wait to have that, dude. I went for the big daddy too. That Orlog game on Kickstarter, the Orlog dice game from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was like, I'll play that with my wife. Like, we love playing games like that, cool little 2-player games. And it was on Kickstarter, and it just looked so good. I was like, I'll do it. I'll kickstart the frick out of that. Buy coffee tomorrow. No worries, Kodiak. Thank you so much, man. The orders have just been popping off. We really appreciate it. We really, really do. We appreciate the support for the New World coverage if you're new. I'm a Safe for Work broadcaster. I do this show Monday through Friday. We start with a talk show in the morning, kind of like we're doing now. I am grinding in New World at the present time, but we like to kind of stay in the studio scene. We do gameplay in the afternoons. A lot of people throw me on in the background like video game radio while they're playing, while they're grinding. I'm kind of folks' morning ritual, and what goes well with the morning ritual is coffee, and the coffee supports us directly. I'm not working with some other company. It's ours. We own it. We ship it right from our house, and we greatly appreciate everybody doing that. The kiddos put little pictures in there for you. My wife bags it up. It's just been a real joy to kind of add that way to support. It's been real nice. It's been real nice. We are still heavily sort of rebuilding here with this channel. We're kind of starting from the ground floor, and you guys that are new and long-standing, it's been really, really helpful. There's a variety of ways to support the channel. It's totally free to hit subscribe, hit like, make sure you show up and just say good morning, talking in the chat. All that helps. That's all quote-unquote engagement. But if you want to support directly, you can become a paid member by clicking the join button or using the join command. And we've unlocked emotes. I've just been too busy to update and give you guys emotes. If you guys want to start making emote suggestions too, we could maybe start to do some new ones we don't, ones we haven't had before. And then there's all the sponsor, announcements down there. The shirt that I'm wearing, the disc plates in the background, those are all great ways to support. Just like the Amazon command. What's good, Abe? How are you? We are at 95 on our logging. New World logging is just, it's a task, isn't it? Can we get a Frickmas emote? Yeah, maybe. We need Lono Sip. Yeah, Lono Sip is an emote. I could add it right now if you guys want Lono Sip. Yeah, Lono Bald is there. Backpack emote, embezzlement emote. You need Work and Lurk. Oh, we don't have work and lurk for you guys? All right, hang on a second. I will literally do that right now. Yeah, you guys need your lurk. I want to give you guys your lurk. Let's see here. Save image. Let me open link. There we go. Save image as. Boom. It's a bunch of 7s. I will literally give you work and lurk right now. Let's see. Boom. Let's go in here. Let's go in here and give you guys an emote. We've unlocked a bunch. Yeah, we have like 3 slots right now that we can add. I will give you lurk. Okay. Select image. Go to downloads. There we go. Lurk. Save and publish. There you go. We love our lurkers. We do. A traffic light emote. Somebody said Lono sip. We've got a lot of the traditional ones. That would be maybe a good one, especially with the coffee. I know you guys like to use that one because when you're drinking the coffee, you do the Lono sip. There it is. I love how fast emotes go live on this platform, dude. I love it. It's so quick. It is so quick. Lono Ball looks like Humpty Dumpty before he fell off the wall. Double dip. Yeah, we need a double dip emote for all the double dippers out there, man. Can we never use the word Lono Ween again? That's right. That is right. That's the secret. I'm always working. Yeah, that's my secret. I'm always lurking. Appreciate you guys being here this morning. I love seeing new names in the chat as well. I love that. Yesterday, we had that awesome debate, and I saw so many new names in chat. I was like, I don't recognize any of these people. About to get my second cup of Rageless Roast. Get it, dude. Get it. No one ever wants Lono Bake. Oh, I remember Lono Bake. Yeah. Anybody know any new similar spots? What's good, Michael? I've not heard of one. I'm always happy to let you know when they get found. But I am also in full support of them kind of getting shut down because I do think they need to protect the game from that kind of stuff. I'm new. Thanks for the welcome. Well, we appreciate you being here, Roxanne. Thank you. Is the emote functionality as good as on purple? They got a little bit better over there about it, because I remember when we did Mr. Destiny and Hillbilly Jack, we would like change the emotes in between the segments, and it would take about 15 minutes. It's definitely faster here. Tired of hearing this, but we need gifted memberships. We're hearing murmurings in the background, in the back channels, and the, kind of the, stuff's coming, that they've made some ground level changes for some stuff, and so we're just kind of waiting for that to happen. I hope it's for streaming, right? I hope that some of the stuff that people have been whispering about and being vague about, I hope it's all for streaming, personally. Not being able to use emotes anywhere is a yikes. Well, there's a couple of things that would come with that, Eugene. If they go global with the emotes, I tend to agree with you. I think global emotes would push more people to become members, but then you'd have to implement an approval process. The average person is not going to create an offensive emote for their own chat. I mean, they might just because they're stupid, but if you can't take the emote anywhere else, it's kind of a natural protection. Like, if you make an offensive emote, obviously people could then report it and then you could get in trouble, but that's just one more thing that YouTube would have to freaking babysit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that get approved for monetization and get approved for membership. There's a lot of them. I don't know how many, but that's just one more thing you have to moderate. It kind of self-moderates itself when you can only use my emotes on my channel, I agree with you. I think global emotes are more effective. This is what I think they should do. If YouTube wants to talk to me, that'd be amazing, because I've got a lot of ideas on how to make the streaming space better, because, I literally have an encyclopedia about streaming. I used to do talks and Q&A sessions about it. I think emotes should stay as they are right now. Immediate approval, it goes into your chat, no problem. Bam, just like we did with Work and Lurk. Boom, immediately live. I should be able to go into the back end, and if I have a certain membership threshold and the emote has been on my channel for at least 7 days or more, If the emote's been live on my channel for 7 days or more, I can submit it to be turned into a global, and then they would approve it. What this would do is it would make it really, really hard for somebody to like quickly make an offensive emote, push it global, and then, you know, upset somebody, and then go on the back end and like delete it, and then hopefully you can catch them and, you know, find the evidence in the back end that they did it. And then you're on a freaking paper trail chase of like, well, he submitted the emote on this date and people used it for an hour and then he deleted it. And so we've got to go back and find, like, you don't need to do all that, right? So yeah, it's one of those things. I was watching Tech yesterday, and they used the same opening music number as you used to for the awesome Dune non-Halo opening. Brought some good memories back. Oh yeah, like the Zeppelin remix. Yeah, that Zeppelin remix was so perfect. So perfect. But that's how you would protect it. It's like, well, the emote has to be live on your channel for 7 days, and then after 7 days, you can submit it for approval to become a global. And then that you would have to have people looking at the emotes to be like, yeah, that's fine. We can turn that into a global. It's a guy sipping a coffee mug. That's fine. No problem, right? The other thing they would have to do is they would have to do a prefix, because right now people might have the same prefixes. It's unlikely, but 2 channels might have the same prefixes. If there's 2 streamers named Cody and their prefix is Cody, well then you'd have to go to them and say, one of you can't have the prefix Cody. Or you'd have to say, if you want to submit for global emotes, you're going to have to change your prefix to something that's not already in use, right? The prefix of Cody is in use, meaning you can't use it, right? I just went with Cody because Kodiak was talking in chat, and I just ran with it. If we could only use emotes from all the channels, we could have double in one and dip in the other. Oh, that's so smart, John. That's so smart. Yeah. That'd be so good. There's rumors that they're going to make it better for people who have multiple channels. Like they're going to try to wrap it all into one and into, I don't know. When I was on a call, I saw some things that gave me hope about that kind of stuff, but there's no way to know if it'll ever get implemented. There's no way to know when it'll ever get implemented. You know what I mean? One thing I haven't heard anyone address is the impact the boar farm is on the game economy. The value of pork and thick hide has essentially become zero as a result of the farm. That is so good. Right? That is so good. I didn't even consider the fact that you have to consider this game has an eternal economy of items and value, and that is exactly right. If you are constantly funneling people to a boar farm, you're going to overwhelm the economy with the skinning results of those boar, and then those items are going to drop in value. It's why when you go to certain areas, if it's surrounded by a certain resource, that resource is extremely cheap in the trade house, which makes sense, and that's totally fine. That's sort of dictated by the game world. Thick hide is useless at this point to sell, right? Wouldn't the value go up now that nobody is sitting there farming boars? Well, it would start to fix itself, Sven. That's exactly why the boar farm needed to be addressed, right? In a week or two, the boar farm, thick hide, whatever economy should fix itself, right? It should fix itself, right? I say we kickstart a YouTube competitor for Lono. LonoTube sounds dirty. Yeah, a little bit. What was the value of the item essentially obtainable from low-level enemies? Well, it was prior to the farm. If you would go, this is how it works, Eugene. If you go to an area where there's tons of boar and you get a bunch of them, and then you go to a town where there are no boar, the value goes up because anybody in that town who is making something, doing a bounty or whatever, and they need that resource, they're going to go to the trade station because it's easier than going out and farming it because they know there's no boar in this area. So the value of the item is dependent upon the location of the map. When you overwhelm the server with way too much of it, the value just automatically goes down everywhere because there's just an abundance of it. So it starts to go down. So then the natural economy gets corroded and corrupted by way too many people having it. So like right now, if I go to a town where there is just a ton of I don't know, let's just say alligators. You know, there's a ton of alligators nearby, and I kill the alligators. And then I go to places where there are no alligators. That resource is worth more. Now, if an alligator exploit emerges and every single person in the server within a certain level is going and getting it, then they're going to overwhelm the economy with that resource. Have you guys noticed the new bug where a monster's health goes back to full and they're invulnerable if they leave their boundaries, so you can't kite? No, that's not a bug, that's retreating. Or are they not retreating, but it's happening anyway? So what, they're just standing there and fighting you and it's treating them like they're retreating? So is it a retreating bug? I love all of the economy talk. Yeah, supply and demand, that's right. The entire leather economy has been thrown out of whack as a result. Now the raw hide you get from. Right. What's good, Hellfire? Fam's good, man. Thank you for asking. Guys, let's shoot for 300 likes if you haven't smashed like yet. If you haven't said good morning in chat. If you haven't voted in the poll. Take some time to do that this morning. If you're new, you need to subscribe to Talk in Chat. That's just to keep the bots out. We'd love to meet you and say good morning to you. Okay, so Jeremy says they retreat, but their health goes full, and they're invulnerable until they get back to their area. Homie, that's not a bug. That's how that's supposed to work. It's worked like that since day one. As soon as retreating is initiated, they are invincible until they get back home. That's exactly how it's supposed to work. That's why if you've ever seen me playing and people start beating the snot out of an enemy and they start making them move away from their area, I'm like, stop. They're gonna retreat and get all their health back. You got to keep them in their area. These guys that can do all the physical knockback, you got to be really, really careful because you knock them out of their area too much and then they're gonna retreat and get everything back. So that's intended. It's happened to me a couple of times. It's irritating. The worst part is, right? The worst part is when they chase you for a really long time and you finally get fed up and you turn to fight them, you do some damage, and then they retreat. That's the worst. That's like super, super irritating. I get really, really tired of that. That one drives me batty. It's like, dude, leave me the frick alone. All right, fine, I'll fight you. And then they retreat. If it's by design, then it's poor design. No, it's not. It's because you have to. Yeah, there was a bit of a blip there. My bitrate just is randomly just dropping to nothing, but it's not causing us to drop frames. It's super odd. I think it's something on YouTube. It's a bug right now. I know what he's talking about. I was killing a boar. He was standing still, walked 3 feet, and it happened. Wait, so you're saying it's too sensitive right now? That like it makes sense when they run like 50 yards. It's like no, they need to go back to where they're supposed to be, and then they have to retreat to get back there. It's a feature in most MMOs because if not, you can basically take a guy so far out of his intended area. When you do that, what you end up with is it's like you can basically mess with game balance. You could basically kite enemies away from a boss, slowly kill each one, and then kite the boss away from his area. You know what I'm saying? You could essentially manipulate the game if you do that. Sounds like how MOBA jungle camps work. Yeah, what they don't want you to do is they don't want you being able to sort of manipulate where an enemy's location ends up being. And when that happens, if you're not careful, you're gonna end up with somebody who you're gonna have like bosses and area farms that get completely jacked up because you're basically able to manipulate where they are on the map to your liking, and that can jack up just how challenging they are or whatever. You know what I mean? 512 times, what is that? 10 cents? What's that? Yeah. No, that's worth the posting. You get like 30 to 50 meters. Yeah. How much Azoth do I have? I have 113 just from chopping these trees. I was down to like 15 or something. I've got almost like 100. Man, getting that Azoth extractor on your tools is really, really nice. The mechanic is necessary to avoid exploits. let me make my point a little bit better, okay? Enemy aggro is manipulatable to a certain degree, okay? You can aggro an enemy to a spot where it's a little bit better to fight them. You don't want to fight enemies on stairs. You don't want to fight enemies when there's lots of objects around. You're going to miss your hits or whatever. Weird things are going to happen. Now, if you could kite an enemy to a spot where they would get like stuck. Imagine there's areas where you could like get them to drop down into like a pit and they don't have like a climbing mechanic to climb out, like climb the rock or whatever. You could just kite them to like a little pit or a little insurmountable area, and then you could just kill them with range or whatever. And they don't want that to happen, because then what you could do is you could go into areas where you're massively under-leveled, kite one enemy to like a little spot where they can't move, and kill them slowly and get a ton of XP. And again, this would be an exploit, okay? I've not seen it break or work in a way that isn't that seems bugged. Now, there could be instances where the retreat is proccing way too early. If they're walking 10 feet and then they're retreating, that's not how it's supposed to work. They're supposed to go, like somebody said, like 30 or 50 meters before it procs, because, again, they give them basically an area of influence. Like, this is where this enemy can go and be, and if you take them out of this area, they're going to retreat eventually, right? You can kite with a bow. It limits your crit rate. How? That's weird. Don't judge me for hiding on top of things to level my bow. I'm not going to judge you for that. I'm not. That's certainly one of the reasons why ranged weapons have a certain amount of popularity, because you can get your musket and your bow leveled, by just using good spacing and distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, not having to worry about some overpowered enemy or stronger enemy getting you. And then the XP payout is wonderful. It's totally makes sense why somebody would do that. Again, if it's efficient, if it's effective, you cannot expect players to not do it. They're going to do it, right? In PvP, you can return from camp with mobs. Yeah. You don't want that either, because then you could just train. You could get a ridiculous train of mobs and just bring them all back. Bring them all back to a camp or a location. That's exactly right. Yeah. You have to limit where enemies can go. If you go anywhere that the enemy cannot reach you to attack it, they will immediately start retreating, so you can't exploit it. That could be maybe why it's triggering. It could be oversensitive. It could be like a dip in the ground, and they feel like, oh, I can't attack this person. It's time to go back, right? If you start damaging them from a location and it misfires and it misreads, you know what I mean? Yeah, we just went... something's going on with YouTube. We just went from like 350 people to 313. Something's happening. Like, we're having big drops in the count. But there must be some blips. I'm having blips on my bitrate every once in a while. YouTube must be having an issue on the front end as well. You're not supposed to see player tags when they lay down. That's not a bug. Oh, really? When you lay down, your tag is supposed to go away, like as a way of like hiding or something? App on the East Coast is wanky. Okay. A lot of that kind of kiting only makes sense. In any real fight, you'd try to move to a preferable playing field. Well, yeah, I mean, sure, but they have to work within the confines. It's a video game, you know what I mean? YouTube's having a refresh problem. Okay. I told you earlier something was going on. I'm like, that's not really how viewership works. So you can jump in a bush and lay down. Huh. Players can hide and ambush other players or hide to get away. It'd be pretty tough to hide to get away. Once somebody's chasing you, you just suddenly flop on the ground. I mean, if you get into a real lush area, they might walk past you. You know what I mean? They might walk past you, but generally speaking, they're probably going to see where you went. They're like, oh yeah, they're right over there. They just laid down. I saw them do it. All right, we're at 99 on logging. We're almost at 100. I didn't know that was a feature. It wasn't that way in the alpha and the beta. Yeah, they've made some changes since then, that's for sure. They definitely have. It could be that. Easiest way to see how it works is to stand on top of an object or a rock that the enemy can't reach and attack with range. They will react and immediately retreat. Right. I bet you that doesn't always happen, though. I bet you there's times where they just stand there and take it. Especially if you go too close to their area. Like, where are they going to go? You know what I mean? So much chance of range cheesing. Oh, yeah. Especially with some of the stronger, you know, like, they're not world bosses, but they're like mini bosses, right? There's like the trash ads, and there's like the guy at the center of the bridge. You know what I mean? When an area is invaded, does that just spawn a bunch of portals? I haven't participated in an invasion yet. Kind of hoping it was a mechanic where you have war with the AI. I thought the AI, like, damaged the town and stuff. You know what I mean? Take it. Isn't it? Take them. Take them. Are you quoting Tiny Tina? There's a really solid controller loadout you can grab that works very good with this game. A friend of ours, Ginger Prime, has a really good one. If you guys look up Ginger Prime New World Controller, you'll find his New World guide on how to do it. And it's a pretty popular little guide he put together. There's small occasions where they clip into certain objects or fence joints and you just can't kill them. The most of the time it works and they retreat. There should be a squat posture for when you need to poop in real life. You'd be hidden, but still run the risk of being found. Like, man, I got to go to the bathroom, and I'm out here in the wide open wild. They'd be like, I'm not going to make it back to town, guys. I got to lay down. You know, I got to lay down. Controller loadout is what I gave to my buddy. It's perfect. Okay, good. I just went mouse and keyboard. I feel like the combat flows really well with the mouse and keyboard. A lot of times things are going to be beside you, behind you. You know what I mean? His Final Fantasy XIV controller guide for Black Mage is my Bible. He just put out a bunch of videos. If you guys are looking for Endwalker coverage, you should definitely check out Ginger Prime. He was a part of a huge media tour, and the embargo lifted yesterday. So if you're looking for coverage, he pushed a bunch of videos live yesterday if you want to check them out. We are obviously not going to be covering Endwalker. I don't think Final Fantasy is something that I could get into. Not really in the vein of gameplay loops that I enjoy. Which Prime came first, the Ginger or the Amazon? Optimus Prime. Now that's the correct answer. That's the correct answer. Optimus Prime came first. That is correct. The invasion only damages your fort if you don't win the invasion event, which early on is what you had to let happen. Your town workbenches get downgraded when you don't pay taxes. Oh, okay. So I saw invasions. Is it scheduled to, like a war? Do you like know when the invasion's happening? Because I saw it on the map once and I just ignored it. Like, I've just been doing my thing. You know what I mean? I've just been doing my thing. I've not been paying much attention to it. I like see it on the map all the time. It seems like literally every day a territory is being invaded or has a war. Like every day. I don't know. It seems like the territory fighting is going to get long on the tooth really, really quick. Invasions are scheduled? Okay. I plan to participate in invasions as soon as I hit level 60 today. Okay. It comes up on screen with a time and place. Oh, and you sign up? So you sign up for an invasion just like a war? So can you get excluded from an invasion just like a war as well? Like, is that a thing? Is that a possibility? Because we've talked about that. We've talked about that being an issue as well. Shouldn't Ginger have become Gingimus Prime? Why? I don't understand. That joke's not landing on me. All right, we're about to hit 100 on our New World logging. There we go. New World logging. We can now do wordwood trees. Okay, so we need tons of silver, okay? You guys were trying to tell me where it was. Let me offload all this wood here. You guys were trying to tell me where it was. It was somewhere underneath a thing, underneath another thing, or something like that. That's real specific. The territory's owning company has 10 slots and the other 40 are randomly assigned. Got it. Word is pronounced weird. It's pronounced weird? Okay. weird wood is the, I mean, you know I have to say it, right? Is the wood weird? Is the wood weird? Is it? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Like I'm not here to make a statement, you know. I'm not here to make a statement. I'm just asking questions, you know. That's all. That's all. Oh man. Oh my goodness. All right, place that. It just hooks to the left. It's a little weird. That's right. That's right. Oh, we are low. We're a little low on potions here. What kind of potion am I carrying here? A strong health potion. That's what I'm carrying. Why is it weird? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't even look like that. It looks like something that you would just pronounce like like you're saying, like wormwood or whatever. Oh, strong health potions are friggin' expensive. How do you make a strong health potion? Just use company money to buy more? No. Let me see. That seems like that's a huge markup on those. They don't seem like they should be that much money. These guys are really marking them up here. Common, I can make common health potions, but I can't make strong yet. Let's see why I can't. Arcana needs to be level 50, and it's currently level 16. Okay, so that's a problem. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna need to make common ones, I guess. So we need water and life bloom stems. This is where people are making their money. You know what I mean? This is where people are making their money. They're I don't know, 5 or 6 reliable silver in Eastern Everfall. Okay, in the hole or den or something like that. The pirate area on the ground, not up on the rocks. Up on the rocks, there's plenty of iron and gold. I may ask you I may ask you for that information again. Life bloom stems, $100 freaking dollars, right? You know what I mean? What on earth? There doesn't seem to be a fast way. See, this is why I might just have to make weak ones, just so I have something. Now I am a healer. My potions make me good coin. Yeah, it seems like they would. Because I have plenty of hyssop. So I can probably make a ton of the weak ones. Yeah. I can make... Let me get... I have an idea. I'm going to buy like 300 water. You know what I mean? Sounds like Nintendo Wii or Mini Music. Oh, really? Right now? What area are you in? I'm down in New Light. I should have enough Azoth. To fast travel once. I should have enough. We'll see. I'm gonna make a ton of these. Buy water. Just go grab some. Yeah, I'm gonna make like 300 of these dadgum weak ones and see if that doesn't level our Arcana. You know, I mean, we got to do something, and then I'll have some, potions. Buying water, fill up at the lake. I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so I went from 16 to 25. I went from 16 to 25 by doing that. And we'll make sure that these... Can you stack them? No, you can't. Okay. Okay, we'll sell these. We'll sell these. We've unlocked a bunch of stuff by upping our Arcana, though. Is it Friday yet? No, it's not. I hate to report to you, Zubair, it's not Friday yet. It is not Friday yet. Okay, sell weak health potions. All right, place a sell order. What are they selling these suckers for? People are selling them for literally a penny. They're selling them for a penny. That's not even freaking worth it. I'll just throw them in storage, I guess. It is Friday. No, it's not. Why are you messing with me? I had to freaking double check. Are you no longer showing gameplay? I mean, for the talk show in the mornings, I'm just doing like literally chopping down trees. Like, so I show gameplay in the afternoons. There's no, I like having the studio in the morning. I like having the talk show feel. I do. I think that is, I think that's something that I want to retain and sort of protect. You know, I don't want to, I don't want to get rid of that. Oh, I've got things I can put in my house, too. It's Friday in Australia. It's Friday to me. I don't care if it's Friday to you. That doesn't matter. My weekend starts now, so it must be Friday. Unreliable and a poor dresser. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Wait, I don't understand. How do you put these in your house? Oh, I have a wreath. Oh, I bet you when you're in your house, you hit decorate and then it's there. Yeah, there we go. I've got stacked dishes. Again, we are just giving everything. I'm giving everything to Barkamedes. I mean, that's just been kind of my goal. I'm just kind of decorating Barkamedes' corner. East Coast, by the way, thank you so much, Trunks, for the $5 tip through Super Chat. I appreciate the tip. Another tip from East Coast Overlord, $10. I would like New World PvP, but I'm so far behind leveling due to work. I haven't played in a week, and I'm probably just going to have to spam portals to catch up. Not looking forward to that. I mean, that's always going to be an issue in games, bro. Like, there's nothing you can do about that, right? There's nothing you can do about the fact that, like, if you get behind, you're behind. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For what it's worth, I saw a report out. Southie is overtaking Purple as the preferred streaming platform. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that Facebook is overtaking Purple. Now, there may be Asian streamers that are going over there, and that might turn the tide. I have a hard time believing that. Facebook is literally in litigation still, I think, about the fact that they misled advertisers on their viewership. Like, they were basically juicing their numbers to advertisers. They got sued for that. I don't know. I can't see that. YouTube's user base is significantly larger. That doesn't mean that they're gonna be bigger than Facebook right now, but I don't know. I'd be interested to see what they're basing that off of. Unless again there's an Asian market flood to Facebook, because are there games there? Are there game streams? I don't know. That platform seems ripe for destruction with everything that they've been doing and all the trouble that they could be in. I don't know about that. Protecting the talk show, aka not showing the company funds being funneled into the unnecessary water purchases. Hey, the Treasury's doing okay. The Treasury's doing okay. I also feel like the generational shift away from Facebook, I don't know. Upper Echelon posted a video yesterday about their leak. It was very interesting. He does great research. Huh. Did they ever let you be anonymous over there? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't think so. That's something that we're hoping comes over here. We're hoping that they let you make like a username, you know, because right now it says chat publicly as SNTR Gaming. So we're hoping that that's the groundwork for the feature that we've sort of been asking for, which is, hey, can you let people pick a username, instead. Wow, really? Interesting. Okay. Sure doesn't feel that way this morning, but whatever. I'm working from home since 2017. I love it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Same. Not since 2017. I think earlier for me. Anyone having trouble making New World full screen after this patch? I make it full screen and it shows that it's actually windowed. Tried Shift Enter, same problem. That's odd. I've not heard of that glitch. No, I've not heard of that glitch. Are we, yeah, we're getting close to 300 likes. Let's try to get 300 likes. We only need about 30 more. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't hit subscribe, if you haven't hit the bell button, hit subscribe, say hello in chat. We would appreciate to meet new folks. We're not just a New World channel, but we are doing a whole lot of New World coverage. And, I had to change my Google settings so that I could show correctly. Yeah, there are ways to do that. So, New World has always been secretly borderless windowed. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like if I hit buttons, it doesn't act like it's full screen. I did notice that. I was wondering if that was just me because of how I capture and the capture card or whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, where do I go for the silver farm? You guys have been telling me. Somebody said like right outside of Everfall is good. Somebody said something about Cutlass Keys. I have enough Azoth to travel. And I will go where you guys think it is best. We got our logging to 100, so now we're going to go work on mining. New World has always been in windowed mode. Yeah, I just never picked up on it. I started capping all my games. I started capping all my games at 60 because it just capture cleaner. Like, it wasn't worth the headache, right? Why silver? Somebody said that the silver is the fastest way, pre-100, silver is the fastest way to get your mining up, is what people said. Oh, iron is more beneficial overall? Oh, okay. Okay. So what am I supposed to be doing to get my mining up? So you're saying iron is better? Iron is more beneficial? Dark for Hollow underneath Windsward Village. Is Animus correct though? Should I be looking for iron instead of silver? Is it more plentiful? Is it faster? Like what's the reasoning there? Maybe not for mining level, but for ores and additional crafting XP. Yeah, I don't know. There's a big mountain with silver nodes spawning on it, around that in the cave in the middle. Okay, so underneath Windsward, you're telling me, there is a place called... Okay, there's a place called Dankfur Hollow, okay, underneath Windsward. I'm not... Is it listed? Is it listed on the map, or do we just have to walk there and it'll pop up? Oh no, I see it. Dankfur Hollow. Okay. I found silver there to be extremely plentiful. Okay. Iron is better because you can use it for forging and smithing. Silver is only good for jewel crafting. Okay. I think I'm just trying to level up my mining though. Dankfur Hollow, blaze it up. Yeah. Use iron in a lot more recipes. Iron is more expensive. So chat, do you think I should be farming the iron then? Multifacet this grind? Like grind up the mining, but then also grind up materials so that I have something worth selling? I guess if I go back to the town to sell this stuff, right? It might be better to do iron. I feel like silver is less likely to be sold in the market, which means, I don't know. Silver can be mixed with gold or to make gold ingots. Crafting would get you more coin if you sell what you make. Everyone needs jewel crafting if you want to make keys for dungeons. I say take any ores you can find, whether it's iron or silver, just get it all. Okay. For leveling up, silver is higher, but it weighs more in your bag, so having a larger bag to carry it. Right. If you're wanting to craft or sell for crafting, iron, people always need iron ingots. You're right. All right. Let's do silver first. In this Dankfur Hollow. And then we'll do iron, and we'll see what the difference is. We'll kind of like weigh it. I'll be like, okay, once my bag was full, here's how much we got. You know what I mean? Use the interactive map to find areas of silver and iron. I like to go with word of mouth, Abe, and I'll tell you why I like to go word of mouth. That map doesn't always tell the story, right? You'll see that map and be like, oh, there's tons there, right? Silver is generally useless to most players, but iron is needed by all. Got it. Okay. But I have found that sometimes you go to the area that it says it's plentiful, and then it's like no, it's like there's 4 or 5 and they're all spread out, they're all sprawled out or whatever. Lono's gonna go there, it'll all be mined and I'll look stupid. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, if I go and this is a failure, then I'll just ban you. I mean, that's not a big deal, I don't think. I mean, that's, you know, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Now, is it on the mountain or is it in the mountain? Is it on the mountain or is it in the mountain? You said it was on or around the mountain. You were describing like its location to me, and we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes. Sounds legit. Yeah. It sounds fair to me. I don't know. It sounds like the right way to do this. Don't worry. You always look stupid. There you go. Yeah, it spawns outside the mountain. Don't you dare make Lono look stupid. He can do that by himself. Right. That's right. Where is this place? Oh, I missed it. It's over there. I think I'm heading towards it now. Yeah. It's over this way. There are nodes on top of the rocks you can climb, and there are nodes in the grassy areas. Okay. Let's what the freaking boar just attacked me. Okay. Let's test this out. Here. You guys want to see? I'll show. Let's give you some gameplay. Let's give you some gameplay so you can see where I am and what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's test King Salty's location here. Okay, for silver. Now I know people are like, well, you could sell the iron. Oh, yeah, well, we'll be okay. We're gonna test the silver. Because eventually, you know, people are going to start to need silver, aren't they? I would think. So I'm right here. Oh, let me make my way to Dank for Hollow. We're not quite there yet. I was crafting potions for Arcana, and I just dumped them. There's a ton of iron and silver in Stone Reach northwest of Everfall. Oh, so like both? Why did William Shatner climb the mountain to mine ore, of course? What? I don't even get that joke. I don't even understand. How is that a joke? All right, here we go. We might be able to climb right here. Okay. I see one. I see one there. Oh, there's a crumbled one there. Shoot. Might be somebody here. All right. We might not be able to do this one. This somebody, it looks like somebody's been here. No, that's silver. Come on, video game. Okay. We found silver. That guy's killing stuff, so he's not mining. So what we're going to want to do is we're probably going to want to climb the rocks to get away from him and to get away from the wolves. We'll test this little location out. It looked like we might be able to make that grab, but it's not happening. Some of these little ledges that you can like sometimes grab onto. No, it's not happening. All right, we'll just kind of roam around here. That's an old meme reference. Okay. It's an old meme reference. I didn't get it. I didn't get the meme. I'm not hip enough sometimes for memes. You know what I mean? Where he ran are the nodes? Inside? Hang on. Are you serious? Ooh. Inside of the nodes. Well, we might be busted then. This is a little close to a settlement, which is good and bad. It means when you're done, you can walk back to sell it all faster. He's farming wolves, and he's low level. He probably can't even hit the silver. Yeah, there's one here. Here we go. All right, that's enough. Stop it. Yeah, he probably can't even hit this. Salty setting up the longest con. Yeah. No, Lono. Go there. Yeah, go there. Yeah, flag for PvP. No, yeah. You want to make sure you're flagged for PvP. That helps the spawn rate of the silver. Yeah, make sure you do that. And then yeah, go right there. Yeah. Don't turn around though. Don't turn around. You don't want to be turned around. You want to be facing forward. And then bam, he hits me in the back. He's like, "Take that, sucker." That was for your joke the other day. I don't think. Is this like a climbable area? It seemed. Why would you have me come up here? Oh yeah, it looks like it is kind of climbable. It might be. Oh, I knew it. I knew we were gonna fall. I knew we were gonna fall. Yeah, it looks like you can climb up to get up and around. You have the resource spreadsheet. Yeah, I have the resource spreadsheet. Like, what's the problem? Like, I'm going somewhere where Salty told me to go. Why is everybody gotta be divergent? Like, you know, I'm just trying out the area that Salty told me about. You know, I know about the resource map. You know, there's only 2 nodes that spawn up there. Okay, I mean, I'm not seeing it, Salt. I'm not seeing it, Salty. I don't know. There's a small gap in the down... Go southwest of where you are. There's a small gap in the dark brown rock, and there's a bunch of iron and silver around that west gap. So go southwest of where I am now, and there's a gap in the rock. Mining's a pain in this game no matter where you go. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. You know what I mean? It's like... The rocks don't do anything, the boulders don't do anything, and then you gotta find these nodes and hope that no one's there. Yeah, this is gonna probably be the worst one, obviously. Well, yeah, and then we got a portal up here. Ruin my day. This is a legit silver spawn area. I hit all the time. You can easily get close to 1,000 ore when you walk out. Okay. All right. I'm walking around. I'm looking. Not seeing any in the grass here. We might be able to get up there. From where you are now, hook left towards Wordwood. Well, hang on. Let's actually check more than one area. If he's saying he has a lot of luck here, let's check around. We might just have to kind of climb. Come on, video game. I'm clearly making that. There we go. Yeah, I see some up there. See, here's a node that got taken. We may just be in bad shape because somebody else is here. Like, that's always a possibility. It gets easier once you unlock node tracking. I think I have node tracking. Yeah, I have node tracking. These rocks are on my radar. I just wasn't looking up at my radar. Lono didn't get my call back. Feels bad. Follow where you are right now. Hook left towards Weirdwood. That wasn't I don't think it's a good callback because I don't know what you're calling back to. There we go. Here we go, chat. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. All right, let's use the node tracking and just kind of browse. We got a hook around and look on our radar. Just keep looking. Doesn't look like there's any over here. So we have the node tracking, but yeah, we're kind of busted. We were talking about weird wood earlier. Oh, I know. Do you have silver tracking though? I think so. I saw iron and silver just there, and then I got both of them. There were 2 nodes on my radar, and I got both of them. You know what I mean? Look like mining. What kind of cooking do you do? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I wonder why I still do this. You know. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder. No, maybe not. No, I can't mine this stuff. Yeah. This is freaking star metal. Dadgummit. We got to be 100 to get this stuff. This is such bad luck. No, I can't track silver yet. You're right. I cannot track silver yet. You're one to talk. I am one to talk. I am the one to talk. I am on the microphone. Remember, Lono, you don't have to be smart to use the internet. Oh, I know. There are plenty of people who have made excellent careers on the internet who are who are 2 brain cells above a coma patient. They make really good money. Okay, so I'm not seeing any more silver. It's a shame we can't track it. When you get tracking, probably like 40 or 41. Holy frick. Almost walked past that one. Talking is kind of his thing. That's right. Let's check the coffee orders. Appreciate you guys being here this morning for the talk show. Doing everything we can to level our character. And there is a coffee order from 6 minutes ago. A bag of Frickmas blend to Google Beats. Thank you very much, my friend. That gem is worth a lot. Oh, really? Okay. Not bad then. Not a bad little find. Keep your eyes peeled. Don't need brain cells when you have booba. I actually think most of the successful dumb people in the world, I gotta tell you, I think guys have that market cornered. I think men have the corner marketed. You know, they got that market cornered. I mean, that's pretty much ours. Like, you know, making money being stupid. You know, I feel like we kind of dominate that industry. Successful dumb people. Oh, it's gold. I love gold. 45. Shoot. We got to get to 45 and make a big difference. The corner marketed to corner. They got that marker cornered. They got that marker cornet. You know? A cornet, a trumpet. They got that market corneted. Okay. Are they respawning? No, they're not. Not even seeing those resources on your screen makes me want to get them. I know. I don't know, man. We might need a new spot. I don't know. Can you pull up your map on that gold so I can see it? Yeah, give me a sec. Hang on a tick. It looks like we're going to be right on the southwest side of the burrow where you sent me, is what it looks like, because I think it's going to pop up any second here when we're walking over. You know? Right here. Sorry, southeast side. The southeast side of the Dark Fur Hollow. Right in the center of the map. Alright, let's try this side. See what we can find over here. No, I'm not seeing it. Well, let's see. We're going to do a soft-spoken villain stream, you know? I'm out here looking for blood. Looking for money. We're not finding any of either. Man, if we were just 45. I bet you get the tracking in the 40s, don't you? Tracking would help significantly. Stone Reach. Why would kill a boar farm? Chicken strips. How much FPS do you get on your 2080 here? I don't know. I have it capped at 60. I think I get a pretty steady 60. 35 or 40 is tracking. Well, this area didn't really pan out for us, chat. I think part of the problem is it's a little too close to a pretty popular settlement, and so I think it got picked over really, really fast. Oh, I forgot you can block with the staff. I never block. I'm always rolling. Should check the cave again. Okay. It's right here. Let's check the cave again. As we fall, let's double check and make sure we don't miss any nodes. None, and none to go with my none. So who's getting banned? Yeah, it's really unfortunate. You had a good run though, Salty. You had a good run. Hey, look at that. Maybe. Get the frick off me, bro. Maybe. We've, yeah, we're getting about 100 a clip. And I think what you need, you need like 3, maybe 4 nodes to level up. You know, kaboom. There we go. There's 33. Wait, what's that? That's saltpeter. You know, saltpeter. You don't want to get saltpeter. You don't want to get saltpeter. That's a serious condition. So it seems like they respawn pretty well. What's that? That is lodestone. You got to be 105 for that. Don't do it. What? Make a joke about saltpeter? Come on. Saltpeter, otherwise known as Angry Richard. You know, it's really itchy. Guy's got an Angry Richard, you know. He's got saltpeter. It's unfortunate, you know. It's unfortunate. I see one. Oh, I see another one. Okay. Cool. We want to be real careful here. Oh, golly. We don't want to fall. Ugh! Dadgummit. We're going to have to use the boards. I don't want to, but... Alright, there's one over there, and then there's one above. I don't know if we can climb, though. We need shaking my head emote for the dad jokes. Why? What's the matter with my dad jokes? My dad jokes are fine, you know? Okay. Come on. Alright, put the staff away. Oh, okay. Yeah, that ledge just doesn't want to grab. That one ledge just doesn't want to grab. He just doesn't do it. He's like, no, I'm good. Doesn't want to mantle. You have to drop down on top of it. Yeah, I see that now. How much do you get for skinning these guys? Probably nothing, right? So skinning and tracking, you're going to need to find like what? Oh, well, you get 100. That's actually not bad at all. See, this is we should be making sure to skin these guys. You know, we're getting 100 every time. We definitely need to get our skinning and tracking up as well, because we want to be able to get some of the bigger guys when we run into them. I think 50 is like the first barrier we ran into. That's the problem with dad jokes. The teller thinks they're fine. A dad joke never hurt anybody, dude. A dad joke never hurt anybody. You know. Let's see. Just skin everything. The small amount adds up. Yeah. For sure. And sometimes that jump grab is so crazy generous. Looks like there's iron over here. I have a friend who posts dad jokes on Twitter. I share them with my coworkers. They love them. Good, clean, silly humor. Yeah. My favorite. We got a flawed amethyst and a flawed carnelian. My favorite are the dad jokes that get told to a dad. I think those are my favorite. And the dad laughs. There was one where the kid went and told the dad joke to his mom, and his dad was within hearing, was within earshot, and. He says the joke, and the dad just laughs. Like that, I like that more than like a dad telling the joke. I like the kids trying to tell the dad jokes. I think is entertaining. Is this gold? No, there we go. Bears and elk are the best skinning farm. Okay. YouTube, again, we're having some serious issues today. I don't know what the frick they're doing. It's so odd. Like, it feels like things are going so well, and then YouTube's having issues almost every time we're on that upward swing. It's so weird. I expected to get bumped on ingest servers today. I really did. I expected to get bumped because I was like, usually when we have strong days, the ingest server gets weird and funky. Like maybe if you hit certain thresholds, they want you on certain ingest servers or something, you know? It says there's one this way. Iron. There's iron this way. The tracking makes such a big difference on your radar. Holy moly, does it make a big difference. What? It says it's right there. Ah, tucked in, nestled in. You see? You see why it's so important to have that tracking on top? Really important. Okay. Yeah, once we can start tracking the silver, it'll really help. Although we may have just gotten it at 35, because I think that silver down there, and it seems to be tracking it. It does. It seems to be tracking this. Yeah, we have silver tracking now. It has silver. We have silver tracking now, so that's going to help us when we come to an area like this. So now all we got to do is just run around and just pan and scan and wait for those respawns. Respawns don't seem too terrible in this area, and then obviously the wolves are a super easy farm. 100 skinning and tracking for every kill, and they're a dadgum one tap. So we skin these guys, and then we'll scan for rocks, and we'll skin these guys, and we'll scan for rocks. Over and over and over again. Do you want him? You can have him. Jiminy frick. It's like, clearly, okay, there's silver over here. There's silver up there. We might be able to climb this. I feel like we've tried this jump before. No. I think you can make greater heights with holding spacebar, but he doesn't want to grab here. It's like I said, the grabbing is inconsistent. It's really inconsistent. So we're gonna have to go up and across instead. Mantling in this game is really helpful, but you really can't predict when it's going to work and when it's not going to work. It's very, very unpredictable. Oh, there's some. Yeah, this is a good little area. The respawn timer seems to be really, really great here for both the iron and the silver. It seems really fast. And that passive Azoth earn rate is so nice on that. So this is close to a settlement. So this is a nice area. This is a really, really nice area for this farm, especially once you get above 35 and get the tracking. You can just kind of loop it. And if you need the skinning and the tracking, the wolves are just freaking free, basically. There was silver over here. Maybe that guy got it. There was a guy running around, and he was running this way. He may have come over here and gotten it. Because it is no longer on my tracking. Yeah. Only dilemma, like you're kind of trading one for the other. Like it's nice to be close to a settlement, so when it's time to go back and sell, that's great. You're close to a settlement, go back and sell. There must be one underneath now in the cave. There must be one underneath in the cave because I'm getting tracking on it. We'll go down and get it. Again, tracking coming in huge. He may have just gotten it. Yeah. So obviously super convenient and nice there's one right there, to have it close, but then you're dealing with it's going to be a populated area. You're going to have a lot of people coming over here. I make a video, someone makes a video, someone puts it on Reddit, and then everybody's going to start coming here. Let's get to 300 likes. Yeah, let's hit 300 likes. I'm telling you, we were having a strong day. We were having some good momentum, and then I don't know, something happened with YouTube. YouTube's been acting up, and they killed our momentum this morning. Like I could feel it happening. It was like climb, and then chunk leaves. Climb, chunk leaves. So they must be having some difficulty. Again, we know they're making changes in the background. We've heard whispers, and that could be causing issues with live streams. Anyone else have that issue? I type 2 in the quantity spot. Use the arrows, gets 2. Once I update, price is nothing. Oh, you're trying to order coffee and you're having a problem. You think it was the dad jokes? I wish it were that simple. It's weird too. It tends to happen on good days, and I don't know if it's like because we're a smaller channel, maybe they're suspicious about good viewership on small channels or something. I don't know. They could have weird filtering processes in place, because there used to be a really big problem on YouTube. So somebody would upload a video and they would juice the numbers just for the first, 15 or 20 minutes. Now, this is ages ago. This doesn't work anymore. And when they would do that, they would get thrown on trending things. And then what would happen is then the video would start to get organic views. And so they would turn it off. So you were basically cheating to get to the front of a line, and then you would turn off the cheating. Guys did this on Purple all the time. They would juice their numbers to get to the top of a directory, and then they would reap the benefits of being at the top of the directory. There's a guy who did it in Destiny all the time. So they had that problem on YouTube long time ago, and now they vet the views. So sometimes when a video is doing really, really well, the public view count doesn't represent the private reality. So if I have a video that's doing really, really well, I'll go in the back end and be like, oh, it's crushing. And then I'll go look at the video on the public, and I'm like, you can't tell. It's missing a ton of its views. And that's because they're vetting the views. They're making sure that they're genuine. Because that public view count obviously influences click rate. It influences a lot of the recommendations and a lot of the trending stuff. So they're constantly trying to push back against artificial means and manipulation on the platform. You know what I mean? So, if you guys are just tuning in, we were talking about the Boar Farm getting patched, why that was necessary, why I'm kind of in agreement with their need to do it. And we are now doing an iron and silver farm to get my mining up. We do a talk show in the mornings and gameplay in the afternoons. Typically, we're in this scene in the mornings. Wait, what just happened? Dismiss. I don't know, I just hit something on my keyboard and computer's doing something funky. And so usually that's what we're doing, and we kind of already did that. And these guys will probably be good for XP too on the skinning, because they're a little bit higher level than the wolves. These pumas just moved into the area. What the world? Here, go back here. Oh wow, 250 on the skinning. Yeah, these guys are really good. These valley pumas are good for the skinning. They're almost 3 times as much as the wolves. I'm getting animal eye and red meat as well. If I remember right, red meat is used in a lot of those ingredients when you have to cook for the, you know what I mean? It will take me and my 1,000 bots and find a different channel. I'm sorry. Not the kitty. Yes, the kitty. Yes, the kitty. One might say they showed up and made me puma pants. Oh my goodness. That's so good. I love that joke. That's so good. They showed up and made me puma pants. I love it. I love that. That is so good. That is the best. I hope it causes chat grief and pain. You know, I hope chat's irritated at hearing that, you know? I think I like the jokes more knowing that they irritate people. I think that adds to the value, you know, a little bit. Just a little bit. Do you ever make a joke and your significant other gets annoyed by it and it makes it funnier? If I make a joke and my wife gets annoyed or whatever, it's funnier. It's funnier afterward. Taking my earbud out for 5 minutes. That's it. I'm turning my back on you, Lono. I can't take it anymore. I got Metroid Dread, so we'll call it a draw. Okay. So irked I had to stop lurking. Yeah. You irked me out of my lurk, dude. I will. If I chirp, shorty, chirp back. All right, let's climb here. Come on. I remember people wanted those. There was such a weird feature. It like turned your phone into a walkie-talkie. It was it push to talk, and for some reason, people wanted that on their phones. I was like, why do you want that? Just, call the person or whatever. That's it. I'm canceling my coffee order, and it got called. They called it chirping, and I remember there was like a song. It was like, if I chirp, shorty chirp back, or whatever the guy said. And I remember guys coming in and they were like asking about it. Like, I want that phone that chirps. I'm like, chirps? And they're like, yeah, I want that phone. I want to do the chirp. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so he held up his hand. He's like, chirp, chirp. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah, we have those. It was a way around minutes. Yeah. People like them on like, I remember construction sites and stuff. They could use it like a walkie-talkie. So like the guy his phone was basically hot. You could be like, hey Dave, where are you? And he'd be like, oh, I'm out here on site B or whatever. Well, that guy is out here doing star metal. Okay. Good for you, sir. Good for you. You were definitely old enough for Nextels. I mean, I worked in the cell phone industry, so like but I remember people coming in and asking about it and being like, and they wanted that so bad, and I was like, I don't get it. And we had a pretty regular flow of people coming in and saying they wanted those chirp phones. I was like, we got them. We got them. The rage over Dave Chappelle is ridiculous. I'm glad that the Netflix CEO is kind of doubling down. I was like, this is a pivotal moment, man. This is a pivotal moment. You gotta stand your ground. You really, really have to. This will be the first shot to the side of the boat that hopefully starts, the cancel culture ship to start to sink. To be like, no, you don't. You have no power here. You have no power here. Like, enough is enough. You know what I mean? Enough is enough. It's so like by the book too. It's so by the book. It's like, it's exactly what folks did to me. It's like, you use the language dangerous. You paint the person as something that they're not. Like, you misinterpret their words to make them look like something that they're not. It's so by the book. It's like, this is just a power play, man. It's just a freaking power play. It's a cultural power play. I worked for a company that provided employees with phones, push to talk. I remember like 3 or 4 days I was driving and someone chirped me, almost drove off the road. Yeah, it was definitely kind of loud if you weren't ready for it. Yeah. Rolling Stones won't perform brown. I've not heard about the Rolling Stones brown sugar thing. No, I have not heard about that. I have not heard about that. Seems like so much of it starts on Twitter. Twitter is how you do it. You can't really mobilize anywhere else. Like, you can't mobilize on Facebook. You can't mobilize on YouTube. You can try, but it's way less effective, right? Hashtagging and retweeting is just so easy to mob. Even Daphne's family is bagging him. Good. It's time to draw a line in the sand and be like, look, you don't get to do this. You don't get to decide that a person or comments are dangerous just because you don't like them. Like, that's not how it works. Like, my wife is instilling that in our children all the time. Just because you don't like something doesn't make it wrong. Like, that's not... The grand irony is, like, that's something that you would think folks attacking him would want to instill in people. Just because you don't like something doesn't make it wrong. Like, doesn't that... I don't know. Doesn't that really... doesn't it really help the movement, you know, to really establish that as a standard? Empathy, understanding, acceptance? No, it is. I said this yesterday. It's assimilate or die. You know, go along with their dialogue. Go along with their, you know, hyperbolic response, or you are fill in the blank. You're this, and this. You're this, and this. And so it's like, well, I don't want to be labeled as any of that. I guess I'll just go along with what the mob is saying, you know? It's how cancel culture works. Cancel culture works that way. It works by way of coercion. It works by way of coercion. They use the same tactics to take me down. It was like anybody asking questions was mercilessly attacked. I don't understand. Why would you attack someone asking questions? You know? Well, because they're following the cancel culture gospel, which is do not question. It's unwavering support, or you are as villainous as the person that we are attacking. That's their Bible. That's the cancel culture Bible. Is you either agree with us hook, line, and sinker, every jot and tittle, right? Every jot and tittle, or you're as villainous as the person that we're trying to cancel. So no one wants to be in front of that, right? No one wants to be in front of that. And so everyone goes along with it. Like the small handful of people that tried to just ask questions about my situation, they were mercilessly attacked. People were attacked for continuing to follow me on Twitter, okay? The minute that happens, that should set your alarm bells off. You should say, wait a minute, this doesn't seem like it's a true movement. It seems like it's an attack. Like the issue with Chappelle. It's like you either buy into their dialogue that it's dangerous, right? And then they use all their token words, all their token dirty words. And if you don't agree with them, then you're that too. Do you see? Well, essentially what they do is they draw a line in the sand and they say, everyone over there, okay, everyone over there is a this. And you're like, well, I don't want to be that, but I do have some questions, like, right? Like, is this healthy? Is this helpful? You know, is this an appropriate response? You know, what about it is dangerous? What about it is where they throw around phobic? Everything's phobic, right? Like, explain that to me. That's not the conversation. You agree with the label or you get the label. That's how it works. Agree with the label or you get the label. You're you know, anybody asking questions about me, you either agreed with the label of predator or you're an enabler or you're a sympathizer, you're a whatever. And then no one wants to be labeled that. No one likes to be like labeled. So you're terrified to say anything. That's why this moment in time with Chappelle is so important. We need to throw down the gauntlet and say, listen, the overreaction, the crybaby generation that wants to burn anything that doesn't fit their mold needs to chill and start having conversations, because this is going nowhere. Right? This is going nowhere. So this guy's trying to buy it for 11 cents, the silver ore, and folks are selling it for 17. I think I'll just give it to him, right? I think I'll just give it to him. If I give it all, that's $100. I'd rather make $100 on it than sell it and sit around and wait. Iron ore, I got people in here trying to buy it for 16 cents, okay? Sell order, and folks are selling it for 24, right? So in my mind, it's better just to take the money, because I know I'm going to go back and get more. It's better to take the money and run. Take the $80 and just go, right? In my mind, because it's like, why wait, right? Rawhide, 14 cents. They're selling it for 20. So in my mind, that's close enough. That's close enough to just take the money and run. Take the $80 and go. You know? I don't know. Anybody trying to buy charcoal? He's trying to buy it for 5 cents. Charcoal's going for 20. It's so easy to make charcoal. Again, to me, it seems like a take the money and run. Just lighten my load and give me the $17. I'm basically charging you. Wait, what happened? It didn't update my charcoal. Oh, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. It was just delayed. Okay. Because now you lighten my load, and I can go back to what I was doing. And I made a little bit of money. I made a little bit of scratch. You know? Lono was teaching chat about opportunity cost, which is another useful economics lesson. Like, I know I'm going to go back and get more. I don't need it right now. So it's easier to essentially charge that person money to lighten the load on my character so I can go back to work. You know what I mean? That's just my outlook on it. People are like, well, you're getting ripped off. Am I? Like, selling it in the store and hoping to make some money at the higher price, I may never make that money. You know, I may just keep getting undercut. So that's how I approach that situation. It's the most efficient way for both parties to get what they want. Start using buy orders if you are a crafter. Yeah. Go to what people are selling it for, go a little bit under that, and then put your buy order. And then people are going to go to the market and say, I could sell it for 20 cents. This guy's willing to buy it right now for 15, right? Well, I'll just sell it for the 15. It's faster. It's more efficient. I get the money right now. I'm going back to farm this anyway, whether it's wood, charcoal, skins, rawhide, whatever the frig, right? I don't know. That's my approach to it. I'll protect you, sir. Oh, he didn't really need protecting, but... Economy with Lono. Is the market in New World an efficient market? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Works for me. That's all I know. Works for me. Okay. Got some more silver right here. Got our skinning up to almost 45. Our mining's at 40. This isn't a bad little area. I bought New World. It's literally taking forever to download. Anyone else have that issue? It could be Steam. It could be your internet. It could be you're getting routed through, I don't know, a bad, you can have bad routing right now. Sometimes that happens. Is there one up there right now? There is. That certainly happens. Downloading the game from Steam is not necessarily like a known issue, but there's like 18 different reasons why you could be getting slow downloads. I downloaded the update yesterday, Jade, and it was 12 gig or whatever, and the first gig was like super, super slow, and then all of a sudden it took off like a rocket, and I was getting like a reasonable internet speed that I freaking pay for. You know what I mean? I pay for like a gig down, and I wasn't even getting 100 down, and then it climbed up into like 200 to 300 down. It just took a second, It just took a second. Only thing you have to do is to put your money up front for buy orders. You have the money to do so. It works well. Oh, right. That is true. Yeah. So you got to be reasonably, flush with cash. Clicked on the Amazon link and ordered 2 items. I hope it worked. Thank you. I'll check it tomorrow. It takes like 24 hours to update. It looked like some people did some stuff yesterday because I had like a certain amount of money and then that amount of money had gone up. And I was like, oh, it's working. So I think that it worked. I think it worked yesterday. Big blip. Yeah, I told you it's not on my end. I'm having no drop frames. I have no issues with bitrate. And I think there are some blips happening right now. I think it could be something with YouTube. It could be something with internet providers. I mean, there's just no telling. There's been a lot of weird stuff going on. Is that one right there? Out here in the grass? It might be. That big old hunk right there. What the frick is that? That might just be a bolt, like a regular old boulder. No, yeah, there's a whole spot right here. It'll be really, really nice once YouTube pulls the trigger on whatever it is they're pushing out, because man, oh man, it would. Oh, there's one right there. Steam might understand the mechanics of how the network usage is over 300 megs and the download only shows like 30. Yeah. We got a really good jackpot right here. We got some more over there. I don't think we can't farm these ones yet, can we? This is like the... Oh, those are those trees. Oh, no, we can do those trees, can't we? Got some more iron right here. Look at this. Yeah. Now we're in. This is a good spot. I left it downloading for over 10 hours. It's only at 65%. What the frick? What do your internet tests? Are you doing any speed tests to make sure it's working? Check and make sure like nothing else is running. I don't know. Is like a Windows update doing anything? That seems a little extreme. Unless like your internet service is known for being a little slow. That's a little too long. Download speed doesn't take into account installation. That's true. When you leave, can you keep the door open? Yeah, it's getting warm in here. It's not me talking that makes the room hot, Mama. It's the lights and the computers and the monitors. That's dial-up. Since I started downloading New World, I've had internet problems with YouTube. That is extremely weird. YouTube's been weird for the last week or so. Yeah, we're hearing whispers that they're doing stuff in the back end, and it's likely causing issues, you know. And we thankfully haven't been too affected by it. Today's the first day we've had some, you know, pretty consistent, what I would call strange behavior in the view count, and then, you know, now we're getting a couple complaints from viewers. So it doesn't seem to be major, but there definitely does seem to be something going on. That's not Steam if it's taking that long. Yeah, I would say so. I would say something else is going on if you've left it sit for 10 hours and it's causing issues with you just using your internet. I don't know. Part of me feels like you should completely close out of Steam and... oh, these guys are good for skinning. Completely close out of Steam. Restart it. What do you mean? It's a puma, and if I don't attack him, he'll attack me. That's the way that it works. Kill or be killed. I'm what? I'm dead? I seem to have just done just fine, Mama. You were basing it on other gameplay. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Who had to teach you how to play healer last night in Cat Quest? Who was it that taught you how to do that? She said she did it so I could feel good about myself. Oh, man, that is so funny. Where's Puma? There he is.
That's a whole family. Do you have a license?
Do I have a license? I have a license to be awesome. That's for sure. You need silver for gold. Star metal is the hot commodity in bags. Yeah. Done a speed test, Jade? I would just restart Steam. That's, I don't know. The fact that it's taking that long and it's causing issues with your internet, that something sounds off there. That shouldn't be happening. Like when I'm downloading a game, I definitely can tell, especially like if my Xbox is downloading a game and it hits like full speed, you know, because usually it's like 100 meg down, and then all of a sudden, boom, it goes up to 300 down. And when that happens, the other devices in the house, they're a little bit slower while that's going on. Not much, but you can feel it. You're like, the internet's getting a little, you know, we've got a gig down and we're using a chunk of it right now. We can't get the blue ones until our mining is level 100. That's why we're...
What level are you right now?
My mining is 40 something. What's with the... What do you mean?
Notify me when you're 100. I'll come back and
Watch the stream when I hit 100 so you can see me farm the star metal. Okay. Oh, shoot. I wasn't watching the time. We have to schedule the next stream so people get hit with the 30. Ever play Black Desert? Kind of seems similar at first glance. Mining just hit 45. Gold vein! We can get gold now. Oh yeah. Oh wait. We got stuff below. Yeah, right here, direct from the lamp. It's not Steam. You got to reset your router.
Yeah, you may be troubleshooting your internet right now. It sounds to me like, I don't know, that's you got something going on that might be bigger than Steam and New World. Okay. All right, I got to schedule the next stream. Okay. Go live. Go to our holding room. We are leveling for the third dungeon. Create new. Grab that. Grab that. Copy the tags. Oh, golly. There we go. Save image as... whenever you're scheduling a stream, it's like if you don't do things in the right order, then like the screen gets really, really messed up. Oops, that's not right. Show more. No, put that there. Oh, and I was a little surprised. Nobody told us this, and we're going to fix it. If you guys have been trying to watch the past broadcast, be sure to tell us if the mid-roll ads are like aggressively stupid, like getting an ad every 2 minutes or something. Please let us know if that's happening in the comment section, because the that's really, really bad for those VODs. That's really going to discourage people from watching me, my content, or becoming a fan. And we didn't know that was happening. And so, yeah, if that happens on a VOD, if you happen to be somebody who periodically can't watch live and you go back later and watch the VOD, if you're getting hit with aggressive ads, please tell us when that happens. That would be greatly appreciated. Some guy brought it to our attention yesterday, and I went and looked, and I was like, oh, frick, why is it doing this? Because YouTube is, they're still stumbling around with live streams, right? They're still stumbling around with live streams. And so after I'm done streaming, they'll do this. Let's get game sound on. After I'm done streaming, they create a VOD, which is basically a rewatchable video, and then they just throw ads on it, and they do it in a very, I would just call it stupid way. It's just stupid. It's probably just driven by a machine that doesn't know what it's doing. The ad should be placed, if you're going to place multiple ads in a VOD, do it every 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, not every 2. But hey, what do I know? I assume it was on purpose. Next time I'll say something. Please, anytime that happens, alert us that that's happening, Sorcerer. That simply means that we've forgotten to fix it, right? So just let us know. Anytime that happens, let us know. We will fix it. If we overlook that and you catch it and let us know, that's very, very helpful. Because a VOD will get anywhere from 500 to 1,000 views after I'm not streaming, and I don't want 300 to 400 people being like, "Oh, this seems interesting," and they're listening and they're like, "What the frick?" Like, you could pick where ads go. We can do that, Robert, and we hadn't been doing that because I thought we had turned mid-rolls off, and I was incorrect in thinking that. So. Unfortunately, we've been covering New World for 2 weeks and unintentionally probably turning a lot of new people away, which it was a bit of a gut punch. It was like, oh my gosh, like how many people thought I'm like, who is this idiot? Like really big streamers will do that because they can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not Mr. Beast. I cannot put an ad every 3 minutes. I don't know if he does that, but like he's the kind of guy that could tend to get away with that. You got such a big audience. Your videos are in such high demand. People are more apt to put up with it. Really big channels will go back and do it to really old videos because they're like, well, if it's an old video and I'm going to get a handful of views a day on it, I'd rather it have good ad saturation. And so I understand doing that, but doing that on a video that literally was streamed that day is idiotic. I had to watch repeat theater VODs that were so frequent it ruined the flow of the show. Yeah, if that ever happens, anybody, if you're watching me or any streamer, let them know. Be like, or YouTuber, be like, hey, I'm just going to give you some feedback here. I'm getting an ad every 2 minutes, and it's making me not watch. They may not even realize that it's happening. Because if it's a VOD of a live stream, and they don't go in and double check where the ads are going, YouTube will literally be like, bam, every 2 minutes, bam, every 2 minutes, bam, every 2 minutes. And they're not doing it. It's not the YouTuber doing it. It's YouTube doing it. You know what I mean? It's like a bot, basically, deciding, like, we're going to put it all on the front load. And the reason they do that is it's probably driven by the algorithm. It's like, well, algorithmically, this is where most people tend to watch a VOD. So they put all the ads there. And all they end up doing is hurting that VOD. It looks like we can go this way and get some... Unless this guy's going to take them all. He might. He might. That one right there. Yep. I'm going to go past him. And we're going to hope that there's some big... There were some big clusters over here a little while ago. And it seems that they are gone. Okay. I think our harvesting probably needs to come up as well. Yeah, our harvesting's in the 50s. So we need to harvest stuff when we see it, if it's worth harvesting. Oh, we can chop those trees down now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hazard Zone was released. Reading now. Okay. Well, this is going to take a minute. If New World didn't have PvP, I think I'd play it. It just don't flag for PvP. I've touched PvP all of like 30 minutes, and I've played for hundreds of hours. And I'm having a great time. What is this, RuneScape? 828 logging. Lono gives me extra credit for giving out my favorite fishing hole, as it were. Hey, man. I appreciate it, Salty. Be back later. Got to go get a new battery for our family vehicle. Oh, what's good, Hex? I don't think I said what's up to you today. Hope you're well. Holy moly. Holy moly. Just a little teeny bit at a time. Woo! That is rough. You only need 4 of those. I didn't realize the thing on your head wasn't a crazy hairstyle. What if it's... Why can't it be both? You know? I love that sound. Chicka-pow. Chicka-pow. That echo, which is so good. A little dink, echo, dink, echo. Imagine designing a helmet specifically for a hairstyle. That's right. These pumas, look at them. Okay, okay, okay. I kind of respect it. I kind of respect it. I do. I kind of respect the effort there. I must protect my head from attacks, but also with style. That's right. It's the hair coming out. It is. It is. We're going to have to go back to town soon. That'll be a good break. That'll be a good breaking point to transition to the next stream for gameplay. Tracking and skinning level 50. Ah, yes. Medium prey can now be tracked. I gotta say, I actually like how thoughtful they were about each individual thing having a sense of progression. You can then track rock. You can then track this. You can then chop this down. You can then harvest this, right? I like it. It has a really, really good feel. Like, the skill trees for the weapons. Like, you know what I'm saying? The more you use a weapon... Alright, we gotta go back before we get over encumbered. You can see down there a really helpful tool. A really helpful tool is the... You can see 43.1 out of 456.6. This might push me over. No, it didn't. Look at that. 456.5 out of 456.6. I mean, that's perfect. That's perfect. It's like no matter what you do, you're progressing, right? So you can see the little weight. You can see the little backpack down there. That's how I knew it was almost time to go back. That can kind of save you from feeling the need to constantly check your inventory with the tab. You can just actively check that, you know, whenever. 32 player. Okay, so the hazard zone in Battlefield's 32 player PvEVP, load in, extract gear, mix between Battle Royale, Division Survival, EFT. I mean, I gotta tell you, the survival mode was a hit. It was a hit for a reason, I think. You know, people liked it. You know? Yeah, I don't think you want a ton of players in there. Not for extraction. Holy frick, it'd be a disaster. Okay, sell. Silver ore. Again. Just gonna take the money and run, dude. He's just lightening my load. I don't care. Even if I'm getting ripped off, it's totally fine. Now, I'm not gonna do that with the, yeah, Battlefield 2042. Yeah. Didn't I get, what did I get from the tree? Here it is. Wordwood. That guy's trying to sell it for 2 cents. Or Weirdwood. These guys are selling it for 9 cents. And that guy's selling it for 2? Why? I don't understand. Huh. This guy's just undercutting the market for people. $1? Heck no. I might just store it in the event that, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna need it for something. Sell it for 8. That's a buy order for 2 cents. Yeah, that's ridiculous. We got some good stuff for jewel crafting here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We got to lighten our load a little bit here. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know why all this stuff is here. Okay, confirm that. There we go. Get as light as we possibly can. You know? It's a pretty good amount of weight. There we go. Down to 26. Down to 26. We're finding stuff we don't need. Down to 23. Okay. Okay. No, you are not allowed to do real money trades in New World. That's against TOS. Add the redirect. Ba-ba-bam. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And then we're going to swap and do more gameplay.
I'm switching to gameplay, so you don't have to bring it now. Okay. We're switching to gameplay, and we've discovered a great way to switch to gameplay so that it's seamless for you guys. And let's do this. Customize the channel and make sure it's featured. I forgot to do that yesterday. Might have affected it a little bit. Okay. Basically, the talk show this morning, you know, was 2 hours or so, and then we started doing some gameplay, and then we transitioned over to more gameplay. Hang on. That's caps lock. There we go. And there's a link in chat, okay? We're not switching games. We're playing this game. There's a link in chat, and you should be able to click that or ride the redirect. Either way, and come with us. And I need to go into stream holding and open and save this so we can save it when we're done. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. We're going to see if mobile goes with the auto move today. Yeah. Okay. So, if you're watching this past broadcast, we went over to do gameplay at this time. Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be New World gameplay. We're going to continue our leveling experience. And if you like these videos, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell button. We are continuing to stream